Hi, Mr. Generic Name. You're just in time for me to pretend like I have production values and start the show. Which I guess I can lead into actually doing the thing. Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. I hope everybody is doing well today. It's February 19th, 2022. Hashtag dating this live stream. We're gonna try and finish Wintermoor Tactics Club tonight, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. If you were here yesterday, when I first decided, I'm just gonna push and see if we can finish it this weekend, because I feel like that's likely. Like, you probably heard me talk a great deal about, like, it's not that I hate Wintermoor Tactics Club. I have a lot of feelings about this game. The cliff notes being that, like, I really like the story, and I really like the premise, and there are things I like about the gameplay, but I kind of feel like there is a lack of focus in the game's overall design as to whether the story or the gameplay is more central, and as a result, both suffer some amount from the lack of commitment to one path or the other. I also just generally sort of feel like if there's not going to be more depth to the RPG gameplay, then it should probably be more streamlined. Like, there's like a whole extra set of bonus missions of high difficulty to unlock these moves that are almost never useful and cost like 10 tactics points, and I don't know why they exist. But rather than get myself started on that, because I spoke for a tremendous amount of time about it yesterday, let's just move into the game. I guess quickly we'll summarize that there was a snowball tournament organized by the principal of Wintermoor Academy, wherein the game takes place. This is surprising to no one. And basically every club in the school was mandated to participate, and if they lost one time in the tournament, their club would be permanently disbanded and could no longer gather or do club-related activities on school grounds or something. I'm not really sure how you enforce it, but yeah, like, not officially sanctioned by the school anymore. And, you know, we had reached a point leading into yesterday's stream where it was just us and one other club who had not been defeated. The remaining club, we are the Wintermoor Tactics Club, the titular Wintermoor Tactics Club, and you know, we are fans of essentially a D&D style tabletop role-playing game, and we've applied those tactical RPG skills into playing a tactical RPG interface in the game that is representative of us playing a snowball fight, or just actually playing D&D. The horses did indeed lose funding, although there was an equestrian club at the school, and they had actually made it a very clear allusion to the fact that they lost funding for the horses, like, years ago somehow, but still had an equestrian club. And so, like, in order to participate in the club, they built a robot horse, which is, like, one of the scariest units we've encountered in the game, so that they could have a horse. But so, like, we basically yesterday reached a point where we were going to have our final battle of the snowball tournament against the student council, who are very intimidating figures. But right as that was about to happen, the unspecified sports stadium was beset upon by the Clubless Club, which is strongly implied to be all of the members of every club that's been disbanded thus far have formed some sort of cult. And I don't know that we really know what their motives are yet, but they, like, wanted to attack us for disbanding their clubs. Even though we are almost as much a victim as they are of the rules set out by Principal Enfield, who has some heretofore unspecified connection to the game of CNC, which is the thing our club is based around. Which, like, that might come up, but, like, truly we don't have a lot of background to that, other than, like, he seemed to know the people who created that game and, like, isn't on good terms with them, and I think that's honestly about as much as I can say with confidence. So let's hop over to the game and hope that everything works. Because my computer's been, like, not friendly to me today. Today I didn't almost click new game. So we just we like started the very beginning of chapter 7 and were presented a stealth section of sorts. And we sort of completed that first part. We're trying to get to the principal's office because the student council said that's where we were going to regroup and rally against the cult here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sneak past this guard, who's just like right watching me. Well, if that's locked, then I'm not optimistic that I will get past this guy. Okay, so everyone has straight line vision. Alright, stealth is weird. Okay, sure. Sure, why not? This is it. They'd better be here. What do we do if they're not? I'm too young to die. I don't think the clubless club is gonna kill us. They just wanna destroy our club. You wanna bet that doesn't mean killing? With these mass expletives, several deleted? We're not letting anyone take away our club, no matter what it takes. Thank goodness you've made it here safely. Commendable work, Tactics Club. We don't need any medals from the man's puppet government. How about you tell us what's going on? Of course, it is time you learned the truth. But first, a word of congratulations. We, the Student Council, have officially conceded the championship match. What a pointless interlude! What a pointless interlude is perhaps my favorite reference to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series. Because there is an episode in the original anime where, like, Yugi and his friends show up to, like, a card duel, and, like, someone involved in the tournament, like, takes someone hostage and is like, aha, the only way you'll get them back is to have a card duel. And for some reason, like, it's implied a bunch of time passes and they show up to a different location for a card duel. And they're like, isn't this what we were doing before? What a pointless interlude. And I feel like that's what we've done here by, like, we all joined together at the stadium, and it's like, alright, we're gonna have the final battle. And then it's like, oh no, we have, like, a different battle instead. And then you do that, and then you stealth over here, and then they're like, alright, I guess we're not doing that anymore. You win by default. And it's like, couldn't we just have had the correct... truthfully, couldn't we just have had the battle with the student council, and then, like, before any more plot happened, like, maybe it's implied we were gonna get some cool prize or something, but then the cult comes and, like, interrupts the festivities. Like, what, like, what's the purpose of, like, not having that? Okay. That means you, the Tactics Club, will officially become the ultimate club. Yes, we won! Everything I've been working towards finally paid off! Wow, the way he says that really does make it seem like Colin's the villain, huh? Step inside and talk to the principal. He will present the responsibilities of your new title. Responsibilities? Also, I would like to point out that this game has actually been really good about letting Alicia, the female person of color lead of this game, actually be in charge of the dialogue. But this is the first time she's spoken in this scene, and it feels weird to me. I suppose I should talk to our rivals. Alicia, No, never mind. Talk to Principal Enfield first. The principal had a reason for acting the way he did. He had the best interest of the school in mind. I only wish he'd trusted the student council with this information sooner. Perhaps these unintended consequences could have been avoided. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't speak at all. I guess I could talk to everyone. Hey, Jacob! The Ultimate Club is just another part of the system. We gotta think bigger than that. And survive. We gotta do that too. My dad's not a cell phone.
Jason!
When the clubless club appeared, the principal seemed scared. He must know something more about them, right? Enfield started all this with his stupid snowball tournament. He'd better know a way we can protect the club from these masked freaks. Sean, indeed. Thank you, everyone. Who cares about the Ultimate Club? Does he not see we have bigger problems? The principal, the cultists, the figurine, the Ultimate Club. All of it is connected. I can sense it. It's great that we're the Ultimate Club, but how does it help us? Congratulations, Tactics Club. After much struggle, you have finally earned the title of Ultimate Club by default. I wish we could have this talk under brighter circumstances. None of this has worked out as I wanted. The Clubless Club? It's my fault they've appeared, and I owe you an apology. But, okay, but, no, that doesn't actually make sense, Because if it's his fault that the Clubless Club exists, which does literally make sense, because he created this tournament, and it's people losing the tournament and their clubs that led to the creation of the Clubless Club. But then, like, how could he have done this for the school's best interest? But with your help, we can set everything right again. Cryptic. Although you're an authority figure, you must still explain yourself. You deserve to know everything. Let's start at the beginning. A long time ago, in a galaxy, the one we live in this present galaxy we're all gathered in, some friends and I invented a game. It was all in fun, a tactical battle simulation in a fantasy setting. So you are one of CNC's founders. I was, until one of my friends found an artifact, a figurine. Patty's brother brought it home from vacation. Wait, is this the episode of the Brady Bunch where they go to Hawaii and find a cursed tiki idol? I don't think anyone in chat knows that reference. We thought it would make a great villain for our next story, but once we were around it, things started to change. We never were the most popular, but we had been happy building our little world. And we started to see them. Rivals, bullies, con men, all the people who wanted to tear down our world. Wow, multiple people in chat are actually saying they do in fact know my obscure Brady Bunch reference. I mean, granted, it's probably one of the 3 or 4 most famous Brady Bunch episodes, but that show is old, and I feel like I am typically the only person in a room who knows about television shows that are older than he is. We had nightmares, all of us. We needed to protect ourselves. We did some things that I'm not proud of. It must have been the figurine. There was no other explanation. Alright, now, under the circumstances, I'm inclined to agree it probably had something to do with the figurine, but I will also say that there is possibly other explanations than cursed figurine. It was making us paranoid, twisting our purpose, feeding on us. The gatekeeper Ilamauzar. That's right. If you've played the campaign, then you know the story. We were falling apart, blaming each other, fighting. I couldn't take seeing that happen to my friends. I took the statue and fled. And now they're all doing great. CNC is thriving and I've been erased from its history. I've spent all this time guarding the figurine, protecting it, but it's been feeding on me, drawing out my energy, perhaps even my soul. I hear you can grow that back if you do something that you really care about in the fall. You can get at least like a 1/6 of your soul back that way. I can hear it calling. I haven't slept a full night in years. I'm so very tired. So I thought perhaps another. Perhaps I could find a group that wouldn't be so easily swayed by Ilamauzar. One with devotion, passion, and willpower to fight off the corruption. So you're telling me that all of this is because instead of, like, hiding this cursed artifact away someplace where it didn't affect anybody, you thought it would be cool to let it feed on a bunch of children under your care? You, sir, are an extremely terrible principal. For some reason, I really thought he wasn't going to be, like, an outright villain. But, like, that's really crappy. Like, that's a really bad guy thing to do, I think. The Ultimate Club. Heroes of the school. Maybe they would have the strength to keep the figurine's darkness suppressed. And now you've found us. You've shown how dedicated you are, how much you care about your club and each other. In a way, it seems fitting that it would be a CNC club to take up the mantle. All I need to do is induct you as the new Guardians, and everything will go back to the way it was. Feels like there might be a few obstacles to that goal. The figurine will focus its powers on you and drain all of you until you're withered husks of yourselves, ruining your promising young lives as children and students under my care. Hopefully they will go back to normal before long and recover from the pain and desperation they were forced to feel. In other words, hopefully they'll forget the pain that they felt in a dream. We can do it. We can save the school. Save the world. I don't think the school has any cheerleaders. By sacrificing ourselves to get our souls eaten by Illa Mauser? Thank you. Why is Colin, like, super chill with this, by the way? Like, what, like... He's acting weird, even for Colin. Like, his whole approach since, like, this chapter started has basically just been like, yeah, why not? After all, why shouldn't I have my soul devoured by a CNC figurine? Alicia's right. I'm asking you to take on enormous responsibility. You will have to spend the rest of your lives fighting off this dark influence. You know what this is? This is actually... There's a Twilight Zone episode like this. It's called The Howling Man. And, like, there's basically a dude who, like, I think at the start he, like, runs this, like, this monastery in, like, some European country, and, like, there's some American traveler who just, like, stumbles there because he's just, like, really wary and like, needs help, and he's just like, please, just let me spend the night here, I'm going to die. And he's like, well, okay, but don't go in that room over there. And he's like, the room with, like, a guy screaming in pain? Like, it seems like he's, like, a prisoner here. And he's like, I mean, he wants you to think that, but, like, he's literally the devil. And then, like, the American guy's like, nah, I'm gonna let him out. And then, like, he spends the rest of his life trying to, like, recapture the devil. And then he, like, is basically doing the same thing at the end. It sort of, like, flashes forward, and he's telling, like, his housekeeper in America, like, please never open that door because the literal devil is in there. And then, like, the episode ends with her, like, opening the door and letting him out again. And it's just like, basically, you can't stop the devil. That's the point of the story. And I feel like that's what we're doing here. You will have to defend the Tactics Club at all costs. You will have to focus all your energy on it at the expense of any other personal connection. You will be together, but alone. I will do my best to support you. Maybe if I apologize to Max enough, I can even get you all a job testing CNC so Tactics Club can stay together long into the future. I know it's a lot to ask, but there's no other choice. I mean, again, I feel like we've really hastily discounted the, like, all other options than the bad one that immediately came to mind. I'm not sure that this guy is fit to be, you know, making any sort of decisions, let alone be principal of this school. You've seen the campus. We can't afford to let the gatekeeper spread its influence any further. Take some time to prepare, but do not take long. Alicia, Septavia wishes to speak with you before you begin the ritual. She is waiting. Uh-huh. So... yeah, not so much in the side quests. I don't know what the preparation was implying. Hi, you wanted to talk to me? Alicia. I'd like to congratulate you on the title of Ultimate Club. There is, however, something I must tell you. I think I know what you're going to say, and I'm sorry. You're clearly the better club. It should have been you. Yeah, like, hopefully we're going to address this, but, like, the concession seems even weirder in light of the fact that the student council's been really adamant this whole time that, like, only they are strong enough to protect the school, and then we get to the 11th hour and all of a sudden they're like, nah. I'm sorry that you're working so hard to make the world a better place, and I'm just playing a game. I'm sorry that you're out there dealing with politics, and I've just been making some fantasy world. You would have been a much better champion. I can't be on top of everything all the time like you are. If it wasn't for Tactics Club, I wouldn't be able to find anywhere to fit in at the school at all. But you're always able to work so hard. You never falter or doubt yourself. I couldn't live up to your example. Alicia. Oh snap, she's smiling. Something has happened. Sarah suggests that the principal told them that they would have to stay together forever. They were like, no, we don't actually like each other. We're elected officials who have to work together. No, we're not doing that. No. I mean, I don't know if this is off narrative exactly, Demolition. There's been this weird through line of them hinting that, like, the student council had, like, tapped Alicia for some greater destiny that she, like, refused the whole time, that they really haven't, like, they've hinted at it, but they haven't really, like, built or done anything with it. Alicia, I am honored you think so highly of me, but no one is without doubts. I have fought and struggled to get here. If I do not show the strain, it is only because I cannot afford to show any sign of weakness. Alicia, you know as well as I do that black girls like us are seen as outsiders here. Succeeding beyond everyone's expectation was the only way I could succeed at all. The reason I am walking this difficult path is so you can be free to do the important work you need to do. Hi, Neko, welcome to the stream. I am excited that the stream is loading on your ancient devices. Did you perhaps perform a cleansing ritual on them? Huh? Me? That is the advice I wish to give you. Alicia, I am the one who chose to concede the title of Ultimate Club to you. But why? You are correct that the Student Council is unmatched in willpower and conviction. But as Sarah said, we really don't like each other all that much. Also, I guess maybe we don't have the traits that can truly defeat the gatekeeper of Villemauser. It twists willpower into distrust, and stokes conviction into fanaticism. I've been watching you, in a way that's only like 60 or 70% creepy. Out of everyone, you have been finding new, more thoughtful ways to solve problems. You refused to work within a broken system and instead found a better way. You've applied your tactical creativity to helping people, forging unexpected paths and bonds like an anime. I have succeeded in every way I thought possible, but this problem can only be solved by imagining a new way to succeed. You must perform what is known as a limit break. That's a lot of pressure. On top of the, like, already inherent a lot of pressure of just asking this of us in the first place. Thanks, I guess. I kinda hate it. I'm happy that you believe in me, but what can I do? How do I... First and foremost, believe in yourself. Your heart and your intuition are your strongest assets, Alicia. Use them to find a better path. First and foremost, and entirely, chapter endo. Okay. Enfield wants us to spend our lives babysitting that CNC miniature? Just like him to pass off his problems to the next generation. Yep. You know, my parents were worried about me going to school in the US. They said it might not be safe, and now I guess I'm cursed forever. I kind of doubt that this is what they had in mind. We finally won! All that's left is to take our rightful place as champions. Are you ready? Is, like, not clowning. Is Colin actually the final boss? I'm starting to get the impression that, like, he alone, with his weird, fanatical, hot, bad take on being, like, a GM for a tabletop role-playing game, is not only, like, most easily corrupted by Illamauser, but, like, is actually already being corrupted by Illamauser. Because he has gotten progressively more obstinate and unpleasant as the game has gone on. I don't know. This is a lot to spring on us. I mean, we'd have to deal with the statue for the rest of our lives. We could do this, Alicia. We're the ultimate clue. All those bullies who tried to destroy us, they can't be trusted with this power. Huh? I thought bullies didn't really bother you. Another hint. Can't we just say no? I mean, it feels like no should be an option. Although, at this moment, my impression is that, like, it's possible that Colin is, like, genuinely a final boss. But, like, more than that, I think that, like, we have to, like, forge a new path. We have to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain's end of Season 1 this. We have to be like, no, we can't continue this cycle of hate and distrust. We have to, like, work together and forgive people and open a new path and perform the limit break. Of course they pissed me off. I just didn't want to give them the satisfaction of showing it. But it doesn't matter now. We'll be heroes and no one will try to hurt our club ever again. Yeah, I don't trust that guy. I do not want to be in this club forever. No offense, I don't want to be in any club forever. Case closed. The missing students weren't kidnapped by the cultists at all. They are the cultists. A harrowing twist. Hi, Ice Bunny, and also hi, Cat Dreaming. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're drawing close to the conclusion of this game. I have no idea how close it is, but the climax is definitely approaching. I don't know which would be worse, if that statue really is cursed, or if everybody just got that angry and paranoid. Avery wouldn't do that, right? If I could just talk to them... Once you and your friends are prepared, Alicia, let me know. A bunch of dialogue options, just what I always wanted. I mean, I guess we're just gonna do all of these, right? Why is Snowball Tounaman? I needed to find people with a strong sense of self, those truly dedicated to each other and their club. And the best way to do that was to take away our clubs and make us fight each other? The stakes needed to be high to truly test your willpower. If we get through this, I promise I'll restore all the clubs. I always intended to bring back the clubs once everybody learned an important lesson about teamwork or something. I don't know, I'm a really garbage principal. Like says, because she's been in and out, she really doesn't know what's happening in the story. If they said why any of the story is happening, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing like now. The main thing you've missed, other than, you know, incidental stuff in recent weeks, is largely just that apparently the whole farcical purpose of the snowball tournament was to, like, determine which club had the greatest willpower and could survive the task of gambling their souls trying to keep the Illamauser figurine separated from humanity by working together. Which, like... Clubs have become clubs because we're at the climax of the game, and because it's hipper. I'm fresh with the dope lingo. Okay, each one of these is an individual conversation, I guess. It's weird that this isn't grayed out or removed. Why can't you find the ultimate club in time to stop the clubless? I had it all planned out. I had enough energy left to contain the gatekeeper until the snowball tournament ended. Alright, now we're getting into some genuinely ridiculous anime territory of, like... I used my scouter to figure out my power level, so I knew how long I could endure the evil magics of this cursed totem. It was over 9,000. There's a restaurant called Some Drinks. There's a restaurant very close to where I live called Eat. Eat in all capital letters, just eat. Is Some Drinks a bar or a restaurant? But then someone stole the figurine from my office. I knew the terrible things it could do to unwary students, so I got desperate trying to find it. And then... Oh, that's in-game. That's in World Ends With You. That's the second time that's come up in 2 days. But Eat is a real restaurant. And it's pretty good, but unfortunately there's usually a pretty big wait because it's like kind of trendy. But I've been there like twice, and it's good. It's like a good brunch place. Yeah, we definitely took that figurine. We were the ones who took the figurine. I'm so sorry. I thought that might have been the case, and I don't blame you, Alicia. The gatekeeper calls out to anyone around it through nightmares. It spreads its influence any way it can. Usually through a fresh laundry scent. It was my own failure for not guarding the thing more securely. It was only a matter of time before it called on someone to free it. Was that your CNC module we played at Christmas? It's true, actually, right, like 2 doors down or something from Eat is a restaurant called Republic of Pie. I do live near the arts district of the area where I live, so there's some good stuff. There used to be this really trendy cupcake place that was nice, but it got bought by a mediocre hot dog shop, and now they kind of just have a couple cupcakes, and it's, like, disappointing. It's mostly dessert, but they do stuff like quiche and some other things that are, like, vaguely pie-related. To be honest, I don't recall them having pizza, which is an interesting choice because, as you suggest, Sarah, that is also pie. Oh yeah, it's a good place. I haven't tried a ton of their pie, because it's, like, a little on the expensive side, and also, like, I just don't need more dessert in my life, despite the fact that under duress, I'd probably tell you that I need more dessert in my life. But it's good. It's a good place. Yes, I suspected that your club may have stolen the gatekeeper, and I needed to warn you what it could do. I thought maybe you'd rather listen to a lost CNC module than your cranky old principal. A story of the past. I actually wrote it a long time ago, shortly after I left the group. It was a way of getting my emotions out onto paper, finding some closure for myself. Surely you understand what that's like. No, nothing in the game has prepared me for that, other than saying that I eat pizza because I chill to the max. God, what was that quote? It's really good. You never have too much dessert in your life. My ill-fitting wardrobe would suggest otherwise. I mean, the problem is that I will always eat dessert unless I focus the power of my will against the Guardian Illamauser. Can't we just throw it away? The statue is cursed. No matter how I've tried to get rid of it, no matter how confident I am that I've destroyed it, life finds a way. It's basically like Jumanji, if you've ever seen Jumanji, or like the new Jumanji, with Karen Gilliam in it. But right now, I'm considering that a good thing. It means that if we complete the ritual and elect you the new guardians of the statue, it will find its way back to you. Wow, this guy really doesn't give a crap what happens to us. Like, this guy will, like, murder a bunch of children if it frees him of his responsibility. I am not a fan of this dude. Like, my issue here is, like, I don't mind this kind of story of, like, oh, this is a terrible burden and a dreadful responsibility, but, like, you have decided, like, the protagonist decides that, like, it is their duty or whatever, and, like, they must take up this mantle. But the fact that he's like, I set up this tournament so that I could hoist responsibility onto some unsuspecting rube, like, that just feels, that's bad, that's crappy. He's depressed and paranoid and losing a lot of his soul. Yeah. But, like, I don't know, man. Even when, like, Zordon recruited teenagers with attitude, they had a say in the matter. You would never be able to get past all those clueless students to get the statue back otherwise. Another thing I have questions about is, like, what is the ritual? And I don't mean that in, like, the literal sense of, like, I'm curious what constitutes the ritual, because I suspect we'll find that out one way or another. But, like, how did they figure out what the ritual was in the first place? Like, someone just found a cursed statue. And so, like, how did he just make up a ritual that he decided made him the keeper of it? Like, did it come with an instruction manual that's like, here's the ritual to become the guardian of the cursed statue? I will say, I don't know that I believe in, like, a lot of, like, straight up, like, mysticism or magic in the world. I'm kind of agnostic to it. I don't, you know... There are some things I'm kind of superstitious about or whatever. But, there was one year that some friends of mine organized, like, a white elephant gift exchange. And, for this purpose, one of them bought a mummy statue from... I think it was, like, a TJ Maxx or something? And anyone who was in possession of that statue, in short order, had, like, genuine tragedy befall them. Like, the person who bought the statue, like, her grandmother died, like, a week or two later. And then they brought the mummy to the gift exchange. And whoever ended up with it, I think she, like, lost her job, and then something else bad happened. And then, like, the original person who, like, bought the statue, like... I forget how, but they, like, ended up, through some weird happenstance, they ended up, like, transferring the cursed statue to, like, something of a personality in the Magic the Gathering community at the time. And, like, shortly after he ended up with the cursed statue, like, he was outed for, like, embezzling money from the company he worked from, and, like, lost his job and credibility in the community. So, like, that statue was cursed. Like, there's just no way all of those things happen around the time that someone gains possession of the same object. Like, that was a cursed mummy statue. Luckily, once you're the Guardians, its power will be contained and your life force will be drained perpetually until you die a miserable, lonely death. Of course, that means you'll be the new target, and, you know, I guess that stinks or whatever, but, better you than me. Real quick, I'll just see if the others have, like, new stuff to say after I've learned that, but I don't think so. No, I mean, these are the same. Yeah, these are the same. Okay, I mean, I guess we're doing it, because the plot demands it. Very well, it's time to begin the ritual. You magoi fi dit sao. Everyone form a circle. This is what it's all been leading up to. We're ready. All those battles, all the ways we've been tested, they've all been preparing us for this. We can save the world, it's our destiny. Finally, those self-righteous punks who tried to ruin our club will know that we were the real heroes all along. Everyone who's ever laughed at us or bullied us, they'll all know the truth. We are the heroes now! We're the only ones with the strength and determination to hold off this enemy. We're the only ones who can be trusted. Wait! Please, just hang on a sec. Colin's obviously the villain. Alicia? I want to save the world. I want to be heroes, but something about this seems wrong. Are we really going to sacrifice ourselves and our futures to hold this off for another few decades and then inflict it on someone else? We're not sacrificing our futures. This is our future. And to be alone, To break all other ties and stay in the Tactics Club forever? The Tactics Club is all we need, Alicia! The only people who matter are right here! How can you not see that? I just... for the love of... Everyone else here is with me, right? Look, man, I don't know. Alicia kinda has a point. Maybe we should take a minute to chill and think about this. Unbelievable. I see how it is. Yeah, a lot of people in chat commenting that it's actually pretty well done, the fact that, like, they slowly build up how... Because, like, in the beginning of the game, Colin just seems like, he's not the coolest guy. He's not the worst. And then by, like, chapter 6, you're like, oh, Colin. Please. I should have known you would ruin this. Colin? So you finally turned against me? The club I've been trying so hard to protect. You stole it out from under me! Alicia, watch out, this is... I should have known. Bringing in all these people, you just wanted to outnumber me, so you could take the power for yourself! You don't care about what Tactics Club stands for? You never have! You're not... Colin, are you okay? You don't care about me. I don't feel... Whatever. Fine. I guess I'm on my own. Tactics Club will be better off without any of you traitors. I'll do what needs to be done to protect it. You'll regret this. Just wait and see. You'll rue the day. Whichever day it was. Lapdogs, all of you. The future's in my hands now. Colin, wait. We have to go after him. It might be too late for him, Alicia. The gatekeeper has him. He can't hear you anymore. It's up to the rest of you now to complete the ritual. Hey, here's a serious question now that we're at this stage of the game. Do you think it's genuinely possible that the game made the Paladin genuinely the worst character in the game so that you wouldn't grow attached to him? Do you think that's possible, or is that accidentally clever? Colin was the only one who even wanted to do that messed up ritual. We're not gonna just leave him like that. If he's going to find the gatekeeper, he probably went into that creepy cave. He can't think he's really gonna beat the entire clubless club by himself, can he? No, I know, Colin. No matter what his plan is, he won't do anything without going to the club room first. Everything he cares about right now is in that room. He'll definitely be there. Be careful going after him, Alicia. That figure can give one a strange perspective. He might be harder to reason with than you think. I didn't know Colin was feeling that way. I wonder if there's anything I could have done. Colin always stood by me when people said I was a bad kid, even when they tried to get me kicked out. I want to return the favor and not abandon him. Really? You want to get him back? Seems like most of what he did in the club was whine about the rest of us, especially you. Let him take the stupid statue or get himself killed. I genuinely don't care. No, he's really not like that. He's just scared. The club meant everything to him, and it was changing so fast. Why didn't I see it sooner? Okay. I object to the notion that she didn't see it sooner. It was very clear the whole time. We have to go after him. Alicia, we trust you. If we can free Colin from the artifact's grasp, then perhaps we can do more to defeat it than we think. I know you want to get him back, but it seems like the campus might be pretty dangerous right now. Come on, you wouldn't abandon Avery if something like this happened to them, right? Of course not. You're right. We should go get him. I mean... Oh, the guy is gone. Can we go in here? Still locked. I can go to the quad for some reason. And if this game had, like, experience, it might be worth grinding on, like, the random ads there, but, like, game doesn't work that way. Rescue Colin. At least it's a good excuse to check the last cat pun. Colin! Stay away. I should have known. You're trying to destroy the club. You've been bringing people in all along to undermine me. You never really cared about CNC. That's not true. I brought people in because I love CNC, because I knew it would help them. Lies. You hated how I ran the club. You hated that your writing wasn't the focus. Colin, none of that's true. Just listen to me. We care about you. We all care about Tactics Club. Then prove it. The Crypt of Impossible Terrors is the most difficult CNC scenario ever made. If you can defeat Eadwald while dealing with all its traps and monsters, then I'll believe you really care about tactics. That won't solve anything. I don't want to fight you or Eadwald. It'd be too easy because the character genuinely sucks. We just need to talk about this. If you want to talk, you can use a lesser action to speak for up to 10 seconds during your turn. This is Tactics Club. Play CNC by the rules or leave. Hey, chill out. No problem here. Alicia, we've got this. We'll fight off impossible terrors to give you a chance to talk with Colin. Oh, it's a cat calendar. It's got some jokes. Let's see today's joke. How did one cat save the soul of the other cat? I feel like there's something obvious I'm missing. Welcome to the stream, Miss Toasty. I hope you are well. Cat asks, is Eadwald the name of the paladin? Yes, correct. Gave him a life. Oh yeah, like gave him one of his 9 lives? Or like... something purgatory? I don't have this one. I don't know what it is. By defeating the gatekeeper of Ilum Meowzar. Who made this calendar? We're not gonna question that? I question that. Fronting Colin. Rules. Break the gatekeeper's hold on Colin. Anjaya stays alive. Oh, that's rough. She dies real easy. They're probably also gonna pick a bunch of characters that, like, target her first or something. Yeah, he's gonna, like, full anti-paladin, for sure. Has the replay level button always been here? For some reason, I really thought you couldn't replay these, and thus I thought it would be impossible to have one of the achievements for the game be related to that. But Demolition pointed out yesterday that those medals are in fact a achievement, and that seems terrible. I mean, I guess? I literally don't think I have anything else to do. I mean, there's a lot of ambient fire. So unfortunately, these guys have magic armor, or I could think of something pretty effective to take them out. Taking him out is going to be a little difficult just because he does have more health than an average enemy, and health is like one of the biggest artificial difficulty valves that this game employs. So, there's a part of me that says... Like, I'm pretty sure I want Cavalier here. But I think instead of, like, trampling over here and making Mist to chain magic attacks against him, I actually think I want them to fire an arrow and kill most of these magic users, and then have someone clean up? I mean, I'm gonna assume... Oh no, he doesn't. For some reason, I thought his attack behavior... Eadwald. I thought his attack behavior was gonna be like... Kill Anjaya. Just like always attack Anjaya. Oh, interesting. He has the Gatekeeper's Thrall condition, which says reduce this character to half health for a chance at rescuing them. That's actually a little interesting, because it suggests that the main strategy is potentially to just focus fire on him, but then if somehow or other that doesn't work and end the encounter, then like you'd be in a really bad spot because you hadn't like weakened all the enemy forces and they could collectively do a bunch of damage. Yeah, actually, I kind of think that these are the characters I want. Like, I think I want to use... Well, I guess that's pretty difficult, huh? Look at something real quick. It's +2 tactics points, yeah. I think I actually want to go off specialization for Anjaya. Because I think it is important to kill these two characters and gain additional tactics points. And also, it would mean... I would only need to do one more damage to him with another character in order to bring him to half health and hit the threshold for having a chance to save him from the Gatekeeper's Thrall, whatever that actually means. So, character sheet, horse guy... What is the thing that gives him chaining? Oh, Misdriver. I'm not sure who the third character is. I'm pretty sure I want Horse Guy. I'm pretty sure I want... Well, she's required. Having someone with, like, physical armor... and that can, like, reduce physical... Like, dude, that guy's pretty good. It would be nice to have his tactics ability to... bramble Eadwald and slow him down if needed. But, so how much damage does Horse Guy's arrow special do? It's 4. That's disappointing. I mean, I still think it's worth doing. It takes out, like, double archer. Like, I think this... I don't exactly know how difficult this is going to be, but I think that this is a reasonable strategy. Can attack from here, which is relatively safe. So I've configured myself to chain there, get extra tactics points, and do a bunch of magical damage to Eadwald because he has physical damage armor. And then I'm just gonna bite him, because I can endure more damage from him. Usurper! I won't let you take this club from me! I didn't understand why you kept bringing people, but now I get it. None of them really care about CNC. They're just pretending so they can feel special. So you can outnumber me. You've been trying to take my place as leader of Tactics Club. I don't want to be leader. I just like being part of Tactics Club. And the others deserve that chance too. Please, just listen. Ah, well that went badly. For me. So I guess I'm glad that I set this up. No, I guess I have to do this. It's very fire over there. So I'm gonna take a bunch of magic damage. I'm probably gonna take some physical damage. What's you? Yeah, you're not gonna find your target. You just stood in fire? Oh, heck yeah, I took no damage from that. I chose wisely. I mean, ow. Actually, this character is a huge pain in the butt. Because my physical damage character can't get over there, and they have double magical armor. So, whoops. Although, actually, if I do this attack, I will get enough tactics points to fire another arrow. Whether or not that's actually correct, slightly unclear. Oh, shoot, I can't write. That doesn't work that way. Sure hope that's not in range. That's cool. I mean, that doesn't do nearly as much damage as I want, but I feel like doing a bunch of damage at range and not provoking Eadwald to kill my vital character is probably good. Now it's like, he didn't take an action. I do kind of, like... One thing that I feel like this game could use are, like, more buff, debuff type things. Because, like, it feels so crappy to, like, have a turn like this where Sir Artemain just, like, moved and, like, has no reasonable attack to do, and then the game's like, hey, idiot, why didn't you use an attack? And it's like, because I literally can't? Because you haven't provided me skills that can? Okay, good. That is not in range. This feels like it is going to be a problem. Just want to see something real quick. So only give me one tactics point. But it does kill that guy who's kind of problematic. if I'm interpreting this correctly, at least in theory, I would be able to... If I moved... Flying Fox guy out of the way... I think I would be able to hit Eadwald with the chaining effect from the magical trample. No, this can't be happening. You don't care about tactics. You just got lucky. I'm the one who really knows how to play this game. I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins. You're going to fail. I have to make sure you don't take the rest of us down with you. Yeah, so that'll take him below half health again. Colin, please. I know you care about this club. We just want it to be the best it can be for everyone. Don't you remember when Tactics Club was actually fun? When it was just you, me, and Jacob? Now we've spent all our time talking about some weirdo's feelings instead of playing the game. The one place I could relax and have fun is gone forever because of you! It's not like that. No one wants to take that place away from you. Everyone else likes Tactics Club too, that's why we're here. Didn't you always say more people should get into CNC? It might hurt at first to have the club grow, but it'll be better in the end, I promise. I think I have to do this, even though it's, like, really bad for me. It's unclear to me if he's able to use a tactics ability, which, like, could be really bad for me. Ice Bunny asks, CNC? It's basically Dungeons and Dragons, but for legal purposes it is not. And Anime, welcome to the stream. And yes, Eadwald has been corrupted by the influence of the cursed statue, the Guardian of Villamauser. And we have to try and bring sense back to him so we can find a way to protect the world from that influence without sacrificing the entire rest of our lives. I think it's Creatures and Catacombs. I always forget what the CNC stands for. Tactics Club is all I have. It's all that I care about. Well, this is what Magic the Gathering Twitter sounds like. When you hurt Tactics Club, you hurt me. You don't belong here anymore. Just leave me alone. It's not... Colin, please. Ah, Curses and Catacombs. There you go. Cat either looked it up or remembers better than I do. Either way, good on you. You're more than just this club. We all care about you. Well, kind of. You do actually suck a little bit. But what about all those times you helped Jacob out of trouble? What about the way you kept everyone calm around bullies? You're so many things, Colin, to so many people. Granted, most of them are negative because you do suck. But you could be more better things. Don't let the principal or the stupid cult take away your future. Anytime I see CNC written, I can't help but think, like, CNC Music Factory. A one-hit wonder of, like, 90s house music. I think I'm just gonna shoot him with another magic laser. Kamehame! Ha! Impossible! Could you really know more about tactics than me? Colin really does represent the worst of males in gaming, huh? Like, the only thing he could have done worse here is be like, fake girl gamer! With, like, his last breath. Do you really still think this is about tactics? I genuinely think that you are not aware of what's happening here. That was one of the more interesting encounters we've had recently. I like that battle, actually. Despite how stupidly unbalanced it is that he just keeps gaining full health back every time. Those were some pretty gutsy moves, I guess. Colin, are you here with us? Yeah, I think I'm okay. Good to have you back, man. Colin, I'm so glad. Listen, I'm sorry if we made you feel like you didn't belong in the club or whatever. It's just, Tactics Club gave me a place to fit in when I needed one, and I just wanted to give everyone else that same chance. But of course that includes you too. I'm sorry if it ever didn't seem that way. I get it. I'm the one who should be sorry. I guess I did get a lot defensive. I just didn't want to lose Tactics Club. Speaking of which, maybe we should deal with the all-powerful evil consuming the school or whatever. Yeah, what are we gonna do about that again? I'm not sure. There's always the principal's ritual, but maybe if we take a moment to plan, we can come up with something better. We've all got really different ways of thinking. Maybe between all of us, we can come up with a way to get rid of the gatekeeper for good. Sure, why not? Worth a shot, I guess. There's the old Cullen we still don't like or appreciate. Neko asks, why does the cursed statue care so much about D&D? I'm just gonna say, like, shadow magic reasons. I mean, why is it a card game in Yu-Gi-Oh! So fixated on, like, ancient Egyptian culture, or vice versa? Like, they're just inexorably tied together. Character unlocked. Thank you, game. Thanks for that. Very helpful. Appreciate the sentiment, I guess. Talk to everyone in Tactics Club. Okay. Oakley dokley. Look, I hate to be the one to say this, but have we considered calling the police? What? Jacob? Really? Coming from you? Jacob, I'm disappointed in you. Look, I hate the pigs as much as the next delinquent, but in horror movies, everyone always dies because nobody just goes to the police. I don't want to die just because none of us knows what we're doing. It's not a bad idea, but I doubt they'd believe us if we told them a demon figurine made the students into a crazy cult. I can confirm, the local constabulary are shockingly small-minded when it comes to matters of the supernatural. Hey, I feel attacked. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, F it, let's bring down Statue Guy's whole system. Yeah, but how do we do that? You're the one with the ideas, I'm just an instigator. It's true, I think the Renegade Constabulary, by nature of being sort of renegade, is better at these matters than the local constabulary, but I still feel like I'm not being seen by Jania in that moment, you know? My dad says that we can't let our individuality and traditions get erased. I had to leave my old home because we believed in those words. I don't want to leave this one, too. You were able to talk Colin out of the gatekeeper's influence, right? So maybe we could save Avery the same way. I can talk to them and make them remember the true snow leopard inside. You know, with the power of cheating. This gatekeeper seems to be some kind of psychic vampire, feeding on the individuality and identities of others. Clearly, it tries to isolate its victims, making them feel that they are hated and can only trust in the gatekeeper. Only then does it begin to feed. Perhaps we can undermine his undermining. I'm not sure that means anything. Why is this even our responsibility anyway? This Enfield's screwed up, right? Why don't we just bugger off somewhere else? It's not like Wintermoor's the only semi-respectable school around. I know that sounds really tempting, but if the principal is right, the club might not stop at Wintermoor. It really could be the world at stake. Plus, a lot of us have friends in that cult. We don't want to just abandon them. When I was under the gatekeeper's influence, it just felt so hopeless and angry. I felt like I couldn't trust anyone, like you were all making fun of me behind my back. Are you sure you don't just, like, have depression or something? Or, like, anxiety? Because, like, I kind of feel that a lot. Feeling that alone was terrifying. You know you're not alone, though, right? We're here for you. Yeah, I know that. It still feels a little hard to trust that. I'll just have to keep reminding myself. Tell Colin your plan. Okay, while we're at it, why don't we tell me my plan? Well, that's everyone. Do you think you know what to do? What good would it do me to talk to more people? Okay, well, let's think about what we know. This figurine, or whatever it is, seems to feed on people's spirit, right? Genius says that to do that, it has to isolate them. We were able to snap Colin out of its control by reminding him that he's not alone, that he has people who care about him. So, maybe we can just do that to the other cult members. But there's so many of them. I don't even know most of the other kids on campus. True, but all of us know some people, right? We all have other friends from outside the club. Well, I mean, if I was in the club, I probably wouldn't. We just need to remind them that they're more than their old club. They're all still humans with friends who need them. Everyone knows someone, right? If each person we free is able to free someone else, eventually we could free everyone from the gatekeeper's control. It's what we call a cascade. Then, maybe if the gatekeeper has no influence at all, it won't need a guardian. Maybe that's how we can defeat it. So the plan is to invade a deranged revenge cult to make friends with them? We're still the Tactics Club. We can find a strategy for separating the club lists and talking to them. I believe in us. Yes, we will be victorious through the most powerful psychic abilities, empathy and communication. I really think we can do this. The Clubless Club is still people. They're our friends. I know we can get through to them. Who's with me? Inarguable! Yeah, I'm down for whatever, especially if we could avoid getting our souls eaten or like whatever. I'm not the best at talking with people, but this is important. Yeah, Avery, we're coming to rescue you! I'll come, just in case there's an actual demon involved or whatever. We've got your back, Alicia. You're right. He can do this. Can't suggest Baphomet. This idea is frankly stupid, but better than dying. Yes! Yes. Great, everyone! Now we just need to figure out how to actually do the thing. The cave in the sinkhole's gotta be the lair. If the statue's anywhere, it'll be in there. That must be the heart of this operation. If we can break Illamauser's hold, maybe we still stand a chance. Excellent. A tactical strike. I mean, we are the Tactics Club, so that seems inevitable. Let us settle this once and for all. I mean, I guess I could still talk to everyone. I'm glad Colin's back. I wouldn't have felt right to fight the big bad without him. Jacob, you know this isn't going to be a CNC game, right? Neither was the giant robot horse. Wait, was that in CNC? It wasn't, right? The metaphor is unclear, both diegetically and non-diegetically. But I appreciate that wink to the audience. Arcadia says they're trying to gatekeep school clubs. Nothing is safe. I mean, isn't this whole game gatekeeping school clubs? Especially Colin. Well, here goes nothing, I guess. Avery, we're coming to get you! Illapauzar! A battle of wills. I will ensure our victory. Especially because Scarlet and Handel are counting on me. Cults are always disappointing. They brag about blood sacrifices, but you get there and they're all talk. Let's hope if we play nice, they'll show us where they keep their demons or whatever. The unbelievable anger and loneliness I felt. We have to make sure nobody ever feels that way again. Yeah, well, unfortunately, like, America's healthcare system's, like, not super conducive to that. Because we're really kind of talking about mental illness, but that's fine. We're still heroes. We'll just do it on our own terms. Okay, I think that's all the dialogue now. Is it okay if I say something? If the cave is their headquarters, won't they be guarding the figurine extra tight? Won't there be dozens of club lists between us and the gatekeeper? You're probably right. I guess if we want to show people behind those masks that we care about them, we probably shouldn't talk to dozens of them at the same time. Perhaps someone off-screen could be of assistance. I've prepared a full report on your plan's viability, which means I've been listening to you, which we did basically say before, but is even slightly creepier now than it was earlier. You will need a way to get close to the gatekeeper figurine undetected. Without this, you will fail. Fortunately, your president, in her infinite generosity, has agreed to create a distraction. A distraction? How about stamp collecting? Septavia did what? Apparently. Just approach the skating rink ruins in the annex and enter by the sinkhole. We'll know when you arrive and we'll act accordingly. Does anyone else find her kind of unsettling? I'm sure glad they're on our side. Seems like everyone's counting on us. Let's not let them down. So, like... Still just one quest, okay. Pew pew pew. And for some reason I could go to the administrative building. I kind of just want to see if the principal will, like, object to my plan or whatever. It says, kind of likes Baphomet as a character, only watching this game, like, twice. I mean, Baphomet's definitely an interesting character. I think she's mellowed a little bit from when we first met her, and she was a little more openly hostile. Now she's just sort of anti-establishment. I know this must be very difficult. Is there anything else you'd like to... No. No. I kind of thought I'd get some interesting dialogue, but, you know, that's on me for assuming that. Wintermoor is blameless. Lol. Forgot about that. It's the Clubless. This place is crawling with cultists. How are we supposed to get in? You were just at the principal's office, and then we came here and you beat us here. Crunk, how did they get here before us? Leave that to us. Where did you come from? Shh. Watch. For Wintermoor. The president is charging the entrance. Oh no, that's the club list. The president is charging the entrance. We have to stop her. Wait, it's just the one person. She must be a decoy. It's Armando. He's digging a tunnel into the back of the cave. Everybody get him. Ahoy, Haggis. Welcome to the stream. We're approaching the end of Wintermoor Tactics Club, probably. Unclear exactly how this will manifest, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the ride. The tunnel just leads to a dead end. It collapsed. We've been trapped underground. This feels like much too dangerous a solution to this. It'll take us at least a half an hour for us to dig our way out. Yeah, it's been like vaguely implied that the student council is like anime level strong or something. Wow, you are good. Their elite guard, the most powerful of the clubless, wait inside. If your plan to convince them is truly sound, then you will succeed in getting past them. Go. I guess this is our chance. Come on, everybody. I do genuinely object to the fact that Colin has gotten so much dialogue. I think it's supposed to represent that he's, like, a team player now, but, like, he gets dialogue that I feel like should belong to Alicia, who's the protagonist, and, like, a female person of color in gaming space. And even in the context of this game, it makes me a little uncomfortable for, like, a white dude to talk over her. Oh, hush, Alcadius. It's not your fault that the Colin in this game is the absolute worst. I mean, I think we talked recently about the fact that, like, all Kyles in media are either, like, some absolute airhead, just, like, stoner type, or, like, a unrelenting jock of immeasurable jerkitude. Here goes nothing. Remember, these are our classmates, so fight them with extreme precedence because they suck. I hate them. Boo! It's true, Kyles can be famous, but sometimes the fame goes to their head, Haggis. That's like a problem. I mean, Chads are, like, honest to God, if you, like, look it up on the internet, like, some people use Kyle interchangeably with Chad. Like, it's a similar archetype. There's, like, some old meme where, like, a guy who was named Kyle, like, punches a hole in a wall or something, and so, like, he's based, like, the name Kyle is treated equivalent to Chad. It's not about fighting them, it's about trying to reach them, with violence! They're all wearing masks, though. How do we even know who to talk to? Most of us know at least someone here. We'll recognize them, maybe. I guess it's now or never. Everyone ready? Why do we have time to talk about this? We're staring down like 30 cultists. There's like one radio station that I interact with who's run by a guy named Chad, who's like actually like a totally stand-up dude. He like gets his work done on time and like isn't ever rude to me. Come on, it's time to save our friends. Oh, okay. What? What? So these are the same dialogue from when we were in the club before. Okay. I swear to God, if this game makes me fight a multi-character combat for every single person in this room, I will lose my mind. Something really bad will happen. I don't know what it is, but I will not be pleased, and there will be consequences to that decision. So, like... yeah, like, these guys are, like, really extremely difficult to fight. Oh, good, and Jaya has to be in all combats now for the rest of the game. That's not problematic. Why is there, like, a little doodle there in the corner of the board? Has that always been there? I don't remember that. But it's in, like, all the corners. I mean, the thing I want to do is use Janya's confusion to have half of them fight the other half, but I don't think I can reasonably line that up. That seems really difficult to do. Actually, no, that might be possible. If I have Rogi move to, like, here, and then, like, grapple, and then confusion, that sort of does something. I'm not entirely sure what I have on Jaya do at that point. I guess just, like, fire a laser at this guy? Seems like we've entered Act 2, the final dungeon. I mean, it's supposed to be the end of the game, but I'm disheartened by how many combats it is implying. I mean, I think the truth of the matter is that I'm just supposed to try and half damage all of these characters. I feel like I want Rogi here. I feel like I want to, like, maneuver people on the battlefield. I'm inclined to think that I want Rogi to move here, grappling this guy, and then I have Jaya move and, like, laser both of them. Then maybe... actually, no. You know what? I could have... Well, no, if I do that... I was thinking I could have Rogi move here, grapple this guy, and then they'd be in, like, a 3x3 grid, and then I could have, like, the... Foxbat guy, like, do a bramble, but that would bramble Rogi, which would be bad. How dangerous is this character? I'm sort of concerned about that. I'm gonna attack the nearest opponent. Their range is 3. Their attack does 2 damage and weakens? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, by the way, Haggis, yeah, congratulations again on your fiancé accepting your proposal on Valentine's Day. You get one of these! Hooray! I'm very excited for you. There's a few ways to play this. I'm really not sure which one is best. I have found that consistently throughout the game, I've favored magic-based characters more. So the fact that there's, like, such a heavy presence of, like, magical armor late in the game is, like, a big bummer to me. What is the... That's not the one I want. Blade Beam has range 6. So I don't actually think I would need to... Hypothetically, I think I might be able to, like, Rogi to here, grapple her, move Anjaya to this position, fire my Kamehameha, and do half damage to literally all of them, which hopefully removes them from combat. But then I don't know what to do with my other character at all, I guess. Do physical damage? I guess I just choose someone who has physical armor. So probably like Foxbat, because I could do Eadwald, but he's Eadwald and I don't like him. I do probably want to change Anjaya's loadout. I mean, what's this other specialization? Oh, right, it's like super bad. It's like super bad and I definitely don't want it. That just in case. I don't know if it will 100% remove these characters from combat, because it didn't work 100% on Colin, but that might be because he was like a pseudo-boss. Yeah, I think it's like this. So, like, move here. I don't remember if I made his grappling hook magic. I think I undid that for the last fight. Now, this will be a good data point. Is 3 considered half? It is not. Okay. Ah, well, here's a problem. Is that apparently, even at being as close as possible, I can't move into position to fire that laser. Which is, like, definitely a problem. So what do we do about that? Well, I think... I mean, we spark a bunch of damage, I guess. There is power in fear. There is power in feeling hated. I have accepted Illamauser's gift, and so shall you. Someone close to this person should talk to them. What? Wait. What? How am I supposed to know who that is? Like, they didn't say anything about themselves. They just said that, like, there's power in hate and it leads to the dark side. Like, how am I supposed to know who this person is? Am I supposed to recognize, like, featureless person holding magical staff? Did Janya's boss have a magic staff? Who had a magic staff? I mean, this person isn't the leopard, for sure. The claws person might be the leopard. Okay. So I guess this is how this works, right? Is like, it's a puzzle. It's like you get an opportunity to do this when you hit a character to half health. And if you pick the right person, you, like, free them. And if you don't, then they probably restore all their health and you die. Probably. I'm gonna guess Jania, because the person that seems most likely to be a fit to that of all the clubs that we've battled is, like, the main psychic. Of course, it's you, isn't it? It was you all along, Scarlet. I have become Illamauser. I have become power. Then you were the one who stole the statue from Alicia's room. Steal it? No, I freed it. I could hear it calling. I had to unleash its exquisite psychic energy. Now, surrender. Alright, Scarlet, listen up. You've been through this before, and you can do it again. I won't let you be possessed by yet another evil spirit. Your name is Scarlet Von Illisandra. You were born in New Orleans, Louisiana on December 18th, 1964. You first realized your psychic powers at the age of 5 and were tutored by a new age priestess. Your favorite color is scarlet. Your brother's name is Steve. Your social security number is redacted. I'm not sure just listing facts about her will... I must remember who I am. Sure, I guess. I mean, why not? You can do it, Scarlet. This is nothing compared to the case of the Wolf Constellation. Yes, I remember. Huh? Jane, where... Oh, did I get possessed again? Yes, but your exceedingly strong sense of self was strong enough to overcome it. Truly, you are a role model to us all. Yes, Thank you, Jania. Once again, you have saved me in my hour of need. I must take a moment to recover myself. Okay, well, I mean, that's cool and all, but because the laser doesn't work the way I wanted it to work, I'm about to have a bad time, I think. So this guy's original health was 8, right? So if I, like, move Foxbat over and just, like, literally bite him, that gives me a chance to, like, do the thing? To have your identity ripped away? Can you imagine the pain? Oh, the pain. Of course you can't. You're only humans. We have to get through the person. Well, okay. That one had, like, an actual pretty good hint. I'm genuinely not sure what the hint was supposed to be in the last one. It was basically like, hate makes you powerful. But, I mean, this is Duncan's friend, right? Whose name suddenly escapes me. Because, like, I'm pretty sure they're the only person in the school who identify as not a human. Unless it's someone from the equestrian club, in which case I'm gonna be frustrated. Avery! Avery! Avery, we found you! It's me! Don't speak as though you know me. We are the clubless. We have no identity but emptiness. We have no self but Illa Mauser. That's not true. You're a snow leopard. You've always been a snow leopard. That's your identity. It's probably the Zord you would pilot if you were a Power Ranger. No, our old identities were stolen, and now those responsible will pay. Please, Avery, I can't bear to see you like this. Which is extra ironic because I'm not a bear, I'm a flying fox. When I first came here, I was alone and scared and no one understood me. You helped me, please remember. The clubless that understand pain, that persecution. We make it part of us and become stronger. We can help you. No, the clubless pretends to be about friendship and comfort, but it's clearly the shadow realm or something. It's bad, you don't want to do that. You can't go backwards. Become Snow Leopard. Didn't you tell me about your hometown where everyone thought you were weird? You would convince yourself you didn't need anyone, but then you found people who cared about you. Hannah, right? And Brendan? You told me how much it meant to you to have friends the first time, who liked who you were. Brendan and Hannah. Yeah, when you were helping me, you told me about how they changed your life. They told you could get out of there, that you could live your life however you wanted. You can still do that, Avery. You still have that chance. I do. I remember. They stopped me from being alone. See, it's weird because, right, like now they have the claws. Did they have the claws before? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I wanted everyone to be able to feel that way. Avery! Duncan, I don't exactly know what happened, but I'm glad you're here. It's okay now. Just take it easy and get your strength back. We'll take care of everything. Okay, well, that's my turn. So luckily everyone's targeting the person most difficult for them to get to. Physical attacks. So... okay. I think I know what I want to do. I want to move to here with Rogi. And then... grapple so that they are in a row. And then... Y'all finally took everything from us! We got nothing left! I bet you think this is real funny! I bet you wanted this to happen! Who was Southern? Who in this game was Southern? Who in this game was Southern? It has to be someone from the equestrian club, right? Like, I can't think of anyone else who, like, would have been. Right? Like, I think... I mean, this time around it's not as bad if I don't get the right answer, because, like, I still have tactics points enough to, like, move Foxbat guy and then, like, sort of trap the last person with brambles so they can't do whatever. So it would have to be Batu's friend, I think. They're gone! Everything is gone! That's Jesse, isn't it? Jesse, is that you? Hang on, did they make Jessie a cowgirl with a southern accent because of Toy Story? Is that how that is? That club is gone. There's nothing left of the club or of me. I have no name now. That's not true, Jessie. The horses aren't gone. Well, actually, they were gone to begin with because we lost the horse funding. I carry the horses with me through my drawings. Oh my god, it's back, everyone! It's the horse drawing! You didn't think it would come back, but it's here! See? You can always have a horse with you through the power of art! Wow. I mean, wow. I mean, wow. I mean, first off, can you really call this a horse? My, like, bad mouse drawing of a horse from earlier in the game. I feel like if you showed this to an actual horse fan, they'd be like, oh god, what have you done? Oh, why? Oh, god. But also, it is a confirmed fact that no human knows how to draw a horse. Humans can't draw horses. The people in chat are being very generous and responding positively to the drawing. Sarah going so far as to say, yes, now I remember horses. That's not a horse, that's a lie! You know what? This time I'm gonna have to side with the clueless. Sorry, Alicia, that's not helping. But what about your family, Jesse? What about your ranch? Didn't you always talk about how proud your dad was to send you to this school? Didn't you promise yourself you were going to help the ranch get out of trouble, right? That's why you were studying business. Aye. Your family's horses are still around and they need you. How can you help your father if you give up now? He always said I was the family's future. You're right, my dad wouldn't want me to go on. Huh? Where am I? You'd think I'd remember a place like this. Batu? It's alright. Just take it easy, you've been through a lot. Okay, it asks if they actually judged the horse. No, I think the game just assumes you did a bad horse. It's not like it offers you, like, a ton of tools to draw a good horse. In this case, they happen to be right. Nico says that's her favorite horse drawing. The train sticker definitely helps. But that's mostly just because trains are good. I don't think that actually does anything horse-related. I hated my old club. I'm glad you destroyed it, even though your club sucks too. All clubs suck. Wreck them all. We have to get through to this person. Someone needs to talk to them. I mean, so by nature of the fact that this person is stating that they had a club, it's basically not Colin or Jacob, right? Oh, you think Colin... Oh, he's one of the jocks, right? Probably? Were the jocks anti-club? I mean, someone with this stature can really only be one of the jocks who do have a connection to Colin, or one of the clubs early on had, like, a big dude in it, but I don't think... That was, like, the new aristocrats or whatever. Yeah, I think it must be the bullies. Yeah, I think you're right. Colin? Listen, I want to help, but I have no idea who any of these people are. That sucked! Your speeches are the worst! Okay, so it was supposed to be Baphomet, but I do not remember there being someone other than Baphomet in Baphomet's club who was anti-club. I mean, my instinct said, like, the logical balance thing would be for it to be Baphomet, but also, it didn't seem to make logical sense, because, again, I don't think that description fits anyone who is in Baphomet's club other than Baphomet. So who does he target? Targets this turn's attacker. Okay. So, like... Also, I don't think there's anyone in that club who's, like, a huge dude. All the other ones had, like, some physical signifier. Like, everyone in her club was, like, a similarly dimensioned, like, just average build guy. Oh, I see what he did. I mean, that feels like cheating. Yes, I hated the old club. Okay. If this means to imply that Baphomet is supposed to talk to some other person because they share her beliefs, this annoys me because it goes against the convention of every other element of this combat. Which feels like all of that ties into the sort of themes of the game. And if this one doesn't, that just seems really crappy to me. Like, that just seems needlessly misleading. What? What do you want me to do? I'm pretty sure this guy's from your old club. Just talk to him. I barely talked to these guys when we were in the same club. What makes you think I know anything about them? Everything sucks. Don't you want to just tear it all down? Wait a minute. I do know you. You're that whiny kid who hated everything. You went to that one television show in New York and you won't shut up about how they're the only good band. I remember how the darkness doubled. I recall. Ripper, that was your name, right? You were the one who wasn't scared of me. I respected that. You wanted to start a punk band. The crap you dressed like everyone else, talking like everyone else. If you're gonna let this weird gatekeeper dude force you to conform... That's right! It's up to me to make music not suck! I don't want to listen to music, I want to make music! Huh? How'd I end up in the same cave? Look at all those posers in their dumb robes. I'm getting out of here. Sure, just take a breather, you earned it. It's probably gonna, like, ping me on turns, right? Oh, no. Okay. I did it, I guess. I still find that annoying, because, like, I don't feel as though we established a second character in that group who was that hostile, but maybe I just don't remember, because those characters were largely interchangeable or something. We did it! We actually got through to them! Yeah, but they're not the only clueless clubs. How do we help the others? We can still do this. It's just a little slimy. It's still good. We know all the people on campus. We can help them remember the things they really care about. Like robot horses. And drawings of horses. And drawing horses. Jesse, Avery, everyone, please, find your friends. Talk to them. I like to think that they're punching each other. Look! It's working. Everyone's going back to normal. Everyone, once you've rested up enough, there's still others outside who need your help. Yes, and crow fashion shows, and reckless baking, and all the other important things that this game wants us to forget in lieu of saving Colin or whatever. How about that? I didn't think it was possible. Wintemoor Tactics Club, thank you. You have done what we could not. Cause a cave-in that will kill the entire student body. But your fight is not over yet. Huh? But didn't we save everyone? You have indeed fought off Illamauser's influence and foiled his plans. You've backed him into a corner and he has become desperate. Without any influence, it's just a statue, right? So we just have to break it or something? If only it were so simple. The gatekeeper is indeed the keeper of a gate to another world where Illamauser resides. It sought to build an army and prepare this realm for Illamauser's revival. But now that you have ruined his plans, can you hear him crying out, straining to break into this world and wreak vengeance? I think the gate's back there. I think that's where the gate is. Illamauser is waiting, and he is angry. It will take all your willpower to destroy his gatekeeper and banish him from the world. Fortuitous. There are many skills and weapons we do not have, but we have willpower in abundance. Are we really doing this? Fighting a demon? Well, we've come this far. You wanted to be a hero, right? I guess we're doing this. Come on, Tactics Club. Alright, let's go. Do you think that Tactics Club is gonna sing the World's End Club theme song at the end of this game? Guess that means we stole some kind of interdimensional alien artifact, huh? Gotta survive so I can put that on my resume. You have a resume? Nah, but the right people know what's up. I can't think about revenge. I can't think about fear. Illamauser feeds on those feelings. We have to show him that humans won't fall for his tricks and that he has no power in this world. Demon? That can't be real, right? I guess we have to do something either way. You have done what we cannot. You've doomed us all to die underground in a horrible tomb of mason and stone. See, that's what I'm feeling, Cat. It's true that we haven't already sang the theme song like 2 other occasions where it was wildly inappropriate. But I don't know that that rules out the fact that it could happen again. We can do this! We can protect the campus and all the people we care about! So, fighting a real-life demon, huh? Finally! Fantastic. The Tactics Club, united against evil. With the power of our bonds of friendship, there's no way we can lose. What's the spray paint here? Whatever, it's fine. Wow, it's like a whole evil chapel. And it got real big. Foolish mortals, you rejected my gifts, my wisdom, my foresight. I guess Scarlet was right about it not being a statue. Do we have more things to say? No, okay. That's good. Hi, it's me. Hello. Can I read your book? Can I close the gate? Why is this lamp spiky? Is it a sacrificial lamp? Oh, sacrificial lamp. It's a pun. All of you piteous mewling ingrates. I shall brush you aside and find more worthy hosts. Come, face your doom. You can't scare us anymore. We won't turn against one another. We stand united. All of us together are the ultimate clue. Fighting will win you nothing. Behold, your end cometh. Is it seriously gonna mean that I can only... I really thought we might finally be able to use all our party members, which frankly probably would be miserable, but we just have a lot of characters to only ever use 3, even if we're saving the world or whatever. Alright, so I have no idea what any of this is going to do, but I see a bunch of, like, warp pads, which seem really bad. Oh, and they spawn, like, a whole bunch of units, huh? That's, like, super bad for me. Well, it feels like I inherently, for crowd control purposes, want Anjaya and Foxbat, because those are the ones who can do that sort of thing. Now, it is possible I might want Jania as a third, which hasn't been the case in a while. But if it's just going to summon a bunch of relatively low-level guys, I think being able to do the mind control would be good. Take a look at her character sheet. Yeah, I mean, her being able to do Power Word Persevere also seems pretty good, because if the problem is that it's just going to summon a bunch of guys, then, like, being able to do multiple attacks will help make sure stuff dies. I mean, it does mean that we have, like, relatively light health, which, like, isn't great, but... The one consideration is whether I'm better off trying to switch to Foxbat's other specialization. It might be helpful to, like, Herbivore with no cooldown, and, like, Plague Bite giving bonus tactics points is helpful, also to that end. But losing out on the physical armor kinda sucks. Also, what does, like, actual him do? He has barrier? Which means that he has, like... Oh god, he has 35 hit points and, like, triple physical and magical armor? It sure feels like that's some garbage. So do any of these guys do magic attacks? Guess it won't tell me what the spawn things do. Fear Whisper and Rage Whisper. I mean, Rage Whisper looks like it has, like, a physical attack object. What is Anguish Whisper? That looks bad. Anguish Whisper looks bad. I will say that for sure. Just curious about something. She's not locked for this. It's kind of interesting. I don't know, my instinct says it's these three that I want for this. The big question that remains is simply equipments, and in particular, Yin's specialization. I don't actually know if I want specialization for Anjaya. I feel like I might want the thing I did earlier, where, like, I increase tactics points if she chains across enemies, and, like, her attacks do more if chaining across enemies. Because, like, the tactician ability I don't really care about. Welcome to the stream, Count Zacula. Good evening to you as well. Of course, it would be proper to address me as Captain DaGamer, but I'll accept Mister because we're all friends here. I think that's right. I think I probably do want her to have Motivator, because I feel like this battle is going to run long. And then, it's hard to know exactly how the flow of this battle will go. So, like, I don't know if Taunt or, like, you know, it's probably the cooldown one. Like, I don't like giving up the physical armor, but boosting the number of tactics points I have should help me, like, deal with stuff. Now, we're trying to make a push to finish the game tonight. This should be the final battle, I think. I think this will be the final battle of this game. I don't know how much, like, resolution there is after this, but, like, this fight looks absurdly hard, and also just has high stakes just sewn right in. since there's a really hard limit on what I can even, like, target right now, I'm really not sure why I would want any position other than, like, do maximum damage. Well, Gatekeeper targets the furthest opponent. That's weird. And his attack is a range 9, 2 damage attack that increases magical damage from future attacks by 2. That's like a whole lot. And I'm really not sure what to do about the, like, lots of magical armor thing. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what to do about the Gatekeeper. We might have to try this a few times, because this does look really hard. Is this really happening? All we can do now is keep trusting in ourselves and our tactics. You are doomed. There is no one to save you. You will perish here alone. Isolated. Colin? Duncan? Jania? Where? Is everyone still there? Am I alone? Alicia? Alicia, can you hear me? I can't move. Guys, where did you all go? I don't know what's going on, but it feels like my feet are made of concrete. I can't fly at all. Gatekeeper's curse. Isolation. You are alone. There is no one to help you. Stumbling through the darkness, you may only move one space. Thanks, I hate it. Why can I suddenly, like, attack, like, way further than I've ever been able to attack before? Shouldn't that have done 1 damage to him? Because there were multiple targets. No, I guess the base damage is 2 for this, isn't it? Okay, sure. Now, he wants to target the furthest away character. So I think the loophole here is supposed to be that if I move a character far enough away, he can't target it. And he is immobile, so he can't move closer. But, like, is it actually possible to get out of range of a range 9 attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Oh, right. He's not going to be able to move very much. That kind of sucks. It's like, one of the good things about that guy is that he can move very far. I'm glad I didn't try to bring Rogi, because, like, Rogi without being able to move multiple squares seems awful. Alright, now I have, like, a random ability that I don't want. That will confuse me during combat. I think I want Foxbat Guy to start laying down just, like, turrets everywhere. Especially since he can't actually, like, attack anything right now. Yeah, Snipe Sprout doesn't have a turn, but what would you have me attack with them? Oh, he attacks Snipe Sprout. That's fun. That's really stupid, but it's fun. I mean, it's good for me. It makes me feel better about my selection. Do not despair. This is a trick of the Gatekeeper, trying to use psychic energies to make you feel alone. Scarlet, I can hear you. Allow me to assist. I will hold him... I will hold his powers at bay. No, Scarlet, he's too strong. I will do it. Handle, no. It's too dangerous. No, it's not. I can feel it. Just like you two always taught me, I can feel the energies of the campus. Everyone's heart beating as one. Everyone's desires collecting together. They believe in you, Tactics Club. They don't want you to defeat this they want you to defeat this monster. I feel it all within me. I feel it. I would prefer if you would protect us from the Gatekeeper's attacks. Because I'm not super concerned about, like, fighting the infinite wave of ads, because I, like, picked a team specifically for that since the boss seemed, like, invulnerable. Like, the minions bother me less. I guess, hypothetically, you could have just, like, brought some sort of high-focused damage team in here, and you'd prefer to have protection from everything else. Handle, I can see again. You broke the Gatekeeper's curse like I knew you could. We must focus our energies on containing the Gatekeeper's power. Tactics Club, it's up to you now. Now we can move normally again. Weird. Still really not sure. Also, how does the shield work? Oh, it's just magical armor. That's actually not that good. So you can't stand on any of those summon spaces? Is that true? It's a little interesting. Wait, what is that exhaust keyword? Where's that coming from? Oh, that's just reduced movement. Yeah, I mean, it's not the most traditional, like, climactic battle music, but, it's a bop, right? It's pretty good, Miss Toasty. I agree. These things can... This one in particular I didn't think could move for some reason. I'm not actually sure what, like, the best thing to do here is. I briefly considered just trying to attack this space if it would let me, to just expand the mist so that I could just, like, chain attacks with Anjaya, like, indefinitely. I want to be able to attack, like, here, but I don't want to stand in the direct line of fire of this thing. Because that looks like a really bad attack that I don't want to deal with. Here's a question. Yeah, you can't really move into a relevant position either. Although, can you... If you move here... That's not really it, is it? I don't think Foxbat's gonna have a very good turn. For some reason I thought enemies were spawning on this side in addition to the other side. I guess these guys were spawning a turn later, and I just somehow failed to notice that. Like a bunch of dudes are gonna summon in the middle. I think I'm gonna have him move to, like, roughly the middle of the field so I can try to move someplace better next turn. Actually, I might need him to move further, because what I want is to, like... I want to summon here. This thing is really scary. Oh, the opponent with the lowest health is now Snipe Thing. And it won't be able to move. Ah, I'm really glad I did that. Okay, so in that case, I will move to here and kill one and attack the other. Yeah, I mean, Sniper Sprout can't attack anyone. So, like, ow. Now I'm at -1 magic armor.
Hopeless. You are mere humans, mere children that have no chance of causing me harm.
Huh?
What's happening? I can barely stand up. I feel like my arms and legs are liquid. Anyone else getting that? Weird liquid feeling?
It's like it hurts just to move. You are hopeless. You stand no chance of defeating a demon. Your pointless attacks will not gain tactics points. This fight sucks. Alright, let's play hypothetical cone time. The most unintuitive move in the entire game. The cone. Oh, nice. It'll do bonus damage because there's 3 targets thanks to my big mist that I've been building on this side of the field, even though it's not actually doing damage to the big boss. Oh, shoot, you can attack that guy? That's fun. Don't want him to attack Jania again. So I'm gonna try and move such that Foxbat guy is furthest away, but try to disrupt my next turn as little as possible. Wow, how far do I have to go? Sorry, what? Am I not physically capable of getting further away? I guess not. I'd have to go into the brambles, huh? That's still not even furthest away, so there's not really a point in doing that. Unless I want to just attack this guy, which, like, honestly isn't even that good. Because it doesn't give me tactics points, and it doesn't kill him, and it means that he'll attack Foxbat too. Oof. I mean, I assumed some story thing will change at some point such that I can actually do damage to this guy, but then he still has like 35 health. It feels like this is gonna be stupid. God, that's so much damage. Oh, and I was standing in mist, huh? That's not great. Hee, it's a fine day for a ride, isn't it, Katie? Indeed it is, for today we ride to war. Woohoo, the cavalry's here. That monster thought he could destroy our hope, but where there's human ingenuity, there's always hope. Buttercup is on her last legs, but she's good for one glorious final charge. Do it, Jesse! Do it now!
But, Buttercup...
It's how Sleipnir would have wanted to go. Do not dishonor his sacrifice.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Please to destroy his magical armor. I think that should be better for me. Hey, look, a story reason changed the thing.
I think that's all I've got. Good luck, Tactics Club. We believe in you.
Ooh, not only did it remove the magical armor, it gave him the stupid -2 magical armor that he gave me. Like a jerkity-jerk dingus. Unfortunately, though... I think I can generate tactics points again, but I'm not sure of that. I really don't want to be standing in the mist. I really, really don't. I really don't at all don't. It's probably more like what I want. Robot horse goes brrr. You're not wrong, Cat. Okay, but like, how do I get to... She's just gonna die. How do I fix this? How do I fix it? How do I fix it? Ah, okay. I'm gonna have to like tank some damage here as Foxbat, unfortunately. The worst part of that is like I don't think I can get in position to like actually attack this guy, so I'm kind of just like taking it to the face, which I definitely don't love. Okay, so if I do this, then my attack will chain through multiple characters and give me cool tactics points and kill multiple bad guys. The cool thing is that in theory that also means that I can now summon a new Snipe Sprout, because that gave me enough points to do that, so I can like do relevant stuff to this idiot and his dumb club face. Use Bullet Seed or whatever. Oh, and now the furthest away is a Snipe Sprout. Even better. Again, it annoys me that the game does this thing where it's like, if I try to end my turn, it'll be like, but you did an attack with that Snipe Sprout! And then if I click on the Snipe Sprout and try to attack anything, it's like, you can't do it, you can't attack that. Yes, I understand, game. So hypothetically, I could... If I could get enough tactics points with the other two... Oh, right, I'm brambled now, which isn't ideal, but I've seen worse.
Fools, believing your friends give you strength when they will lead to your downfall. Do you guys hear that? They're coming for you. You think they're your friends, but they're not. They know your secret and they hate you for it. Destroy them before they destroy you.
Alicia, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just... Are you hearing evil whispers too? I can barely hear myself think. Yeah, something is trying to tell me to fight you guys. I won't listen, I swear. It's just so loud.
You are surrounded by enemies. You must hurt them before they destroy you. At turn's end, you will lash out and deal 2 magical damage to adjacent allies. So just, like, don't be next to each other? I'm not sure if I totally understand the goal here. But let's link him up to the magic mist, which means he takes like more extra bonus magic damage. I don't think you should just stay here. No, wait, maybe you should move away from this Bramble Man, because that might count. Oh yeah, it looks like it has Paranoid. Yeah. Wait, is that gonna chain through the magic? That's not gonna chain through the magic, right? Because it's just adjacent. Like, the reason that the chain spark works that way is because it's a chaining attack. I guess the brambles are magical in nature, so the armor that I chose before protects me from bramble damage? Okay, that is not the worst news. Now I think nobody is damaging each other, I think. But I don't have enough tactics points to do any... What does your other thing do? Use for battle. Does an arc. Makes the thing lose physical armor. Nah, that's not it. Ian and Snipe Sprout forfeit their turns because their role was not fulfilled.
Are you hearing those weird whispery noises? That's a song nobody wants stuck in their head. Good thing we're hearing. Ready? 2.
Rock. Play something energetic so we do +1 damage. Play something creative so we get +2 tactics points from our attacks. I think tactics points are more useful, because if I get more tactics points, then I can summon more Snipe Sprouts, which means that my characters don't take direct attacks from Pyramid Head.
You've showed us the Light Tactics Club. We never needed New Wave at all.
Yeah, now we're into synth-inflicted art punk.
Don't listen to that pyramid! There's punks out there like you fighting the good fight! The next song is about unity in the punk community!
Just listen to the beautiful music you've inspired, Tactics Club. Listen and be healed.
Huh? This doesn't suck.
When he said be healed, I thought we might actually get healed for once, and that didn't happen. Ooh, we got an Alpha Eevee in Legends Arceus? That's cool, anime. That's exciting. Does that game have access to, like, what Eevee's evolutions are in that game? Okay, so by doing that... I should be able to attack both of these idiots. Ah, but if I do this, then I get bonus damage because it hits multiple dudes. Bzzzt. Do have to be careful, though. Oh, I think I know what to do. Yeah, I should attack he... No. Okay, hold on. Move 1 space. Attack... Actually, I'll do... Again. All the official ones? But, like, is there, like, a moss rock and a glacier rock, or whatever the ice one is? Like, how do you get... See, this is the janky thing about... Once you combine enough Pokemon games together, it's like, well, how do you evolve Feebas? So the problem is that I can't let this guy live. Wait, I have, like, super things now. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out. I will use my 10 tactics point ability to summon Super Snipe Sprout, which will have enough range to attack the thing that threatens to kill Jania, and will draw fire from the boss so that Foxbat doesn't die this turn. Unfortunately, can't quite shoot the boss. Oh wait, he can shoot the boss. For some reason. Oh, because it has like a... It doesn't hit just one square, it like branches out. Hey man, I'll take it. Oh, also interesting, I didn't notice this before. When I chose destroy its magic armor, it destroyed both types of armor, but made it, like, susceptible to magic attacks. So this guy should be... Yeah, he's gonna target that guy. Okay. Oh, shoot, that thing's got a lot of health, too. It's gonna, like, stick around and draw fire from there.
You are delusional. You have no magics, no weapons. You have no squawks, no beefs. If you persist in pretending otherwise, you will die.
Full of doubt. If only there was a single word that expressed that same sentiment.
Are we even strong enough to do this?
This is crazy. We're just kids. Kids who played a game.
There's no way we can fight an actual demon.
You are frauds. Your imagination and games cannot save you from real danger. Your base damage is reduced to a fart sound. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, all the portals are gone. I thought those were gonna, like, keep summoning dudes, but it does not seem that that is the case. Actually... Oh, right, because the base damage is reduced, it's, like, not gonna, like, do anything? I mean, I'll take the tactics point. It's like a free attack. Yeah, unfortunately that one won't work. But you can, like, move again. Try something. I mean, the bite's not gonna do much. It'll give tactics points, though, right? Why is this giving me, like, 10,000 tactics points? Base damage 3, -2 for doubt, total damage 1. Tactics points 1. Merciless, if target has negative status effect, +2. Tactics Anthem, +2. Right, no, that actually does track, huh? +5 tactics points for a 1 damage attack. Cat says, all of your mind tricks on us are useless when your own defenses are debuffed into oblivion. It certainly helps. For some reason, I am reminded of... There is, like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Soundtrack that I had back in the day. And there's a song that is sung by the villain from the first season. I swear to God, this sounds so made up. But Maximilian Pegasus, the villain from the first season, sings a song called Face Up, Face Down, which is basically like, do whatever you want with your cards, I'm gonna beat you. And there's a lyric in it that goes, all your cunning strategies, all the tricks you've tried, seem like merely child's play to my millennium eye. And for some reason, I always, like, loved that. Like, I don't remember anything else from the CD, but I remember that song, and I love that lyric from it, and, like, right now, when he's, like, saying this garbage, it just makes me think of that. So, like, bite him and get, like, 10 jillion points. And then, like, so what is my super duper special move? Range 0, that's good, because I'm right next to you. Burst 3. Basic attacks do more. Tactics. What? Oh, right, these suck. I forgot, these are garbage. But I mean, I think I can just, like, shoot you with, like, a laser, right? That doesn't kill you? Oh, for some reason I thought... No, I guess it makes sense. I mean, I might as well do this, I think. I'll still have enough tactics points for sprouts. Sagula says, when I was a kid, I had the Alien Ant Farm CD just to listen to the god-awful cover of Smooth Criminal, which I definitely remember. But when you were 9, you thought it was the coolest song ever. Yeah, man, I mean, tastes change for sure, no matter what, right? Yeah, I know, that one Snipe Sprout's, like, really not doing anyone any favors. Dude, this Super Snipe Sprout is, like, a godsend. Dedication would buff DPS. Yeah, but, like, I only need one more turn to kill it. I don't know.
No, you won't hurt my friends, not anymore. Don't give up, everyone. You can do it. Your imagination does not deceive you. It reveals your true strength. You know who you are at heart. You're heroes. If you truly understand yourselves, no one will be able to take that away from you. Avery, what are you going to do? When push comes to shove and an animal is backed into a corner, it fights with teeth and claws for its very life. You may be able to fool humans, Gatekeeper, but can you handle a snow leopard who cheats at the rules?
It's proof that kids can't be trusted with their own well-being. Yeah, Zacula, but at the start of the stream, we proved that you can't entrust children's well-being to the principal because he's a lunatic. So what does that leave us with? I mean, like, almost anyone can kill him at this point, right? You know what? I want Jania to do it. Or wait. I could have the... Chat, who kills the boss? Do we use the power of cheating from the snow leopard to beat the boss so that we get to, like, beat the game with its own cheating? Oh, we like the protagonist. That's a pretty good call, right? Super Sprout kill. I mean, that is a choice too. I'm surprised that chat is so split on this. For some reason, I assumed there would be a consensus on this. Super Sprout kill is actually pretty funny too. I don't know, I mean, the game has really all been leading up to the protagonist, like, being the chosen one in, like, a really roundabout way, though, right? Oh, I don't know, we do have a lot of votes for Super Sprout. That is kind of an overwhelming number of votes. Okay. Alright, fine. Super Snipe Sprout. I do have to move the Fox Bat, though. I'll move him to where he could attack in case there's some other phase. Wildberry Blast! There is something funny about destroying this source of ultimate evil with Wildberry Blast. It sounds like cereal. I did it! I got, like, maximum do-goodery on this one. I even could have taken another 6 damage and turn and had someone die.
We did it! I can't believe we did it!
Haha, even now its form splinters. Such a conventional demon was no match for the power of friendship. Alright, game, I need you to tone it down like a little bit. Like a small amount. We're overdoing it on the friendship speeches. We're not literal season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't think that was gonna work. This is one of those times I'm okay with being wrong.
Don't throw a party just yet.
This isn't over. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Insolent fools. By destroying the vessel, you have broken open the gateway. That wasn't even my final form.
Zacula says, wait, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to the plot. Why are we playing the D&D game outside in the snow? So, like, the original conceit of this game is that, like, we play D&D, and the principal made a snowball fight, and if you lose, your club got disbanded, and you, like, lost all your friends because you couldn't do club things together. And so, like, the conceit of the game is like, well, you know, we use, like, a tactical map and strategy to beat characters in the tabletop role-playing game, so we'll plan our snowball fight accordingly, and so the game just uses the same interface with that as the conceit. But then we reached a point where, like, there actually was, like, a cursed statue that possessed the entire student body and made them choose violence, and it was going to be a gateway for an actual interplanar demon to, like, show up in our world and corrupt all of humanity by turning its own, like, fear against it or something. And now we're here. Yeah, like, I kind of agree with you. I don't think this game is actually supposed to be intensely anime, but, like, the further we've gotten into it, the more, like, exponentially anime everything about this game has become. Like, there's, like, a whole lot of, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Parallels in this last chapter. Like, the power of friendship and, like, cursed ancient artifacts and stuff. And then the whole emphasis on the power of friendship is just general anime, really.
Prepare to face the power of a god. Some sort of drippy spider. It's gross. Do you think me beautiful?
And look, it really is his final form.
Tremble before my true power.
They're everywhere. What should we do? There's no way we could hold them all off.
As if we could allow such a wretch to take power. This Mauser has no claim to rule this land, no cause for this dishonorable invasion. Well, his final mistake was forgetting about us, the students of Wintermoor, who will dispose this whispering usurper pretending to be a true ruler. We shall face their army in noblest conventional warfare, giving the Tactics Club the opportunity to defeat their vile leader. Fellow Wintermoor Club members, now is the hour of greatest need. Sally forth, no gods, only kings.
Yeah, let's hit things!
Let's hit things. Thank you, everyone. Let's finish this. Wow, really? Another round? Okay, I mean... Oh, death awaits us. Everyone will join in this battle, not just the first 3 members. Make sure to equip everyone's upgrades. Okay, well, the game did the thing I thought it was going to do. I'm getting the impression, though, that perhaps the others might come later or something. Because it still says party size is 3. Okay, so, I mean, we should probably look at what he can do, right? Yeah, I mean, it's fight a bunch more ads again, so I probably want similar equipment. Where was Secret Squirtle last night? Last night, Secret Squirtle was behind Wall Eat. He's got a lot of health. He doesn't have, like, protection anymore. But yes, good night, Neko. Thanks for coming by. Hope you get some good rest. Yeah, I mean, we talked a lot about that, Zacula. Like, disbanding the club. Like, I don't understand, like... I mean, I think it was supposed to be a bigger impact on some of the other clubs that didn't have, like, a hobby that was based on just paper or whatever. Who here loves the fact that the final boss has a special attribute that no character in the game has had before, called Unconfusable, which simply means that you can't use the confusion ability on it because it would be really good if you could do that. So the game just like literally is like, and you can't do that. So he has an attack that does 1 damage and hits like literally anything, and makes it so that character can't move and gets drawn into him. So I'm guessing that there's a bad status effect here on the bad squares. Swirling darkness is beyond foreboding. Avoided at all costs. Wow, that's ominous. And then yeah, like a bunch of ads or whatever. So what gets summoned first? 0 turns, 0 turns, 0 turns, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So yeah, I think the game did mislead me here. Because I think it said last time that everything spawned in 0 turns, which is why I was like expecting the field to fill up on like the second turn. But like, I think it just says 0 for everything and then spawns stuff whenever it wants, which like feels like a little, like some light cheating? Like a little light cheating? Oh, you know what's gonna be good here is the magical attack from Horse Guy to set like a whole bunch of mist all at once. This is gonna be a real headache, isn't it? Character sheets. Okay. Baphomet's here. I guess that's fine. What any of her things do? Nice magical armor. +1 damage if she's standing on a tile with a ground effect. That could be helpful. There's gonna be a lot of mist and brambles and things. Which one is... Okay, that's the basic attack. Gives +2 tactics points if she's surrounded... Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Soul Vortex does... it's none of that's particularly good. Word Devour Soul... Chain it. Yeah, I mean, the chaining's probably better than anything else, so I guess we'll just leave it like that. I'm pretty sure I want... I'm pretty sure I want you on the same equipment as last time. Chaining attacks on you and making miss both seem good, so I think we're just good with that. Again, like, Persevere seems cool. Eadwall. Do we have to? Could we just not? Could we not? Could we couldn't? Exactly what equates that weird ability that the boss has to, like, playing on the playground. The boss is a kid who's like, actually I have a laserproof shield, which is accurate. I mean, the problem is, like, some of these characters just, like, literally won't be able to get up next to him to attack unless something weird happens. Bunk Bumps gives enemies -1 physical armor for 2 turns. Might be good. I don't think I want smoke, though. Because it can only be 1 field tile, and there's, like, already 2 that are going to be vying for that. I think I'd rather have his grapple be physical. I definitely want him to have movement. Background music is good. There's going to be a bunch of ground effects. This is a little tough. I mean, her specializations are bad, so I think I actually do keep her with just, like, the 2 abilities that, like, help out if she hits 3 or more things at the same time. Your stuff is fine. Your stuff is fine. I guess I just have to figure out Eadwald. I think everyone else is okay. Well, its basic attacks deal +1 damage when adjacent to 3 enemies is kind of interesting. Giving him extra movement's probably just good. I mean, the alternative would be to, like, give him the magical ranged attack, but I don't think that's very good. You guys target closest opponent. I mean, I'll be able to kill that. I feel like this guy you don't want to be close to, whereas last time you did want to be close. And what's the range of the regular snipe sprout? Okay, it's 3. So I think I'll just summon one here, I think. Well, I could just, like, bite this dude. But, like, summoning something closer to him than us could be helpful. I mean, it's not a... Yeah, I'll go with the tactic ability.
Pathetic children, behold my true power.
Oblivion awaits! And for final battle, I guess.
You insolent children, you believe you can harm me?
What just... Oh, everyone, I think taking out these little shadowy things is hurting him somehow. Oh, cool. That makes my life a lot easier. Gift? Yeah, do this. We're gonna change some stuff. How far away can I get while still attacking that? I think I want to spread out a little bit. I don't know if that's important, but I'm gonna try it. Just... So do we just have to kill all of his ads? Because I definitely like my odds at that point. So, like, they can't move once they get pulled, right?
Watch yourselves, don't get close to that dark aura.
I'm trying, but something's wrong. I can't move. Yeah, you can only attack. But, like... the nearest opponent with Grip of Despair status. That feels like that's gonna be cheating. So if I attack here... No, it doesn't quite do what I want it to do. It's kind of helpful, though. I mean, shoot him for free. Get some tactics points. So here's the question. I'm affected by taunts, can't be moved. Can I attack him if I want to? Is that good? Is it good to attack him? Or is it better to not attack him? I mean, I'm really concerned that I think Jai is just gonna die, like outright die. I might just like, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the game does go out of its way to, like, establish that, like, killing the small ones damages it, but, like, why am I able to attack it then? Like, if the whole conceit of the boss fight is that you're better killing the small ones, like, I don't know. It feels a little weird. Since you remove their attack plus his health instead of a little more health, Demolition says attack the little ones. But you can also just do more outright damage to him, which could, like, end the game quicker, in theory. That's my consideration. Like, I definitely understand the purpose of, like, controlling the battlefield, for sure, but... Alright, I already had him move. It really sucks not being able to move at all. Having movement reduced to 1, like, I could sort of deal with, but, like, no movement's really annoying, man. Like, really sucks. I mean, this thing's gonna attack her too. Like, she's definitely gonna die. I don't know what to do about that. I think I, like, literally can't not lose a character here. Guess I'll build tactics points? I don't know. This feels bad, man. So do I get a new character when a character dies? Is that how this works? Alicia! Hi, I'll be all... Sorry, guys! We can't give up now. We can't let it end like this. This is my chance to make things right. I'll protect us all. Oh, we're doomed. We're absolutely doomed. So my strategy here is to, like, move everyone back into a row. And then probably have Eadwald just move up so he gets, like, attacked. Because he sucks and I hate him. So anyway, I don't think I could do anything with Eadwald that would actually give... tactics point.
You will pay for that. I will extinguish all who oppose me.
That looks like it hurt. Doesn't feel good to lose your friends, does it? Yeah, I think it's always been true that Jacob can grappling hook things like allies. I think they established that in the tutorial. Even though it's often not good. Oh no, not Eadwald. Paladin of absolute uselessness. A weird thought. It's not gonna be applicable in this turn. Well, maybe. Well, no. 'Cause that would require like 1,000,000,000 tactics points. But like, I could probably have like a Snipe Sprout go again with Power Word Persevere, right? That's probably a real thing I can do. I don't like the shape of this battlefield. I actually quite like the last battle. I think this like Death Void is like infringes a little bit too much on your ability to fight like the enemies and like move. I mean, the fact that like he just has a grappling move that like if you get near him he kills you is like frustrating. I mean, confusion seems really bad in this battle because like it's just gonna kill like one thing maybe. Oh yeah, I'm in perfect shape for this to like give like 1,000,000,000 tactics points. Does that do something? So you have mind control beam. Bestows chaining. That's a really funny status that I think only she has. I don't think that's actually good. It sounds cool, but I don't think it's actually good. And what's your stupid, terrible thing? Ultimate power does 2 damage, range 0, burst 3. I mean, hurts the boss, hurts a thing. And like, what are these other... Show me stuff. Barrier gain 3 physical and magical armor. Like that's not gonna do anything. What is Colin holding? He has like a warhammer. This is like his weapon. He's a paladin of like the suck school of being terrible, and I don't like him. I don't like my... I mean, I hate having Eadwald in general. This is just really frustrating. I don't like that you can't move or do anything cool attack. Like, it literally is like the antithesis of tactics to be able, like, alright, but if any of your characters stand still, I will immediately kill them. So, like, you can't position yourself anywhere that's, like, tactically useful because you'll die. The Paladins have a suck school. I know this because Eadwald attended it 100% for sure. I just... None of these moves are good. It's really frustrating. It's just like the way that they spawned is really frustrating. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. I mean, I guess that's pretty straightforward. Let's see something. Yeah, the mind control beam itself does not change, so, like, that's not useful at all. Yeah, I mean, that's more or less my feeling, Demolition. In an effort to make a cool final boss, we make the boss a little overpowered, invite all the players in, but then, like, between the arena and the uncertainty of how the mechanics in this unprecedented battle work, you can't really plan anything or do anything tactically, and certain effects that you might think are useful, like, don't actually work at all. That's pretty much where we're at. I like this idea in theory, but I don't like this execution, at least based on what I've seen so far. It's just annoying, because, like, if I move such that Jaina can, like, hit these things, then she gets attacked by whatever this guy is. Like, that's a lot of damage for her. Can I... I guess I can... No, that doesn't work either. Honest to God. Man, now she's the closest, and it's like a problem. I just really hate that guy spawned there. He's like, he really makes this turn suck, because, like, most of my characters can't do anything good. I don't know, man. Like, this... Like, I know I'm spending a bunch of time on this turn, but I can't do anything. It's really frustrating. Like, I can either, like, sacrifice a character who I think is genuinely going to be really important, or, like, do nothing. And neither of those options are good. And this fight seems difficult. And I don't... Fine. You know what we're going to do? We are going to... We're just going to confusion them and, like, hope for the best. So if I move to here... I can confusion targeting this space and hit all of them. And, like, at least they don't attack me for a turn. It feels stupid. I'm mad about it. Yeah, Eadwald didn't do anything. What a shocker. What a tremendous surprise. That's good. I like that. That's fine. Man, I really hate those brambles, huh? And then the boss is gonna, like, eat Eadwald. Oh, what hardship. I'm so disappointed. So it's really just gonna, like, pull top down from the list. That feels like a bummer. I mean, mostly because it gave me Eadwald first. Ha! A perfect distraction! Sorry, I guess you have to finish this without me. But I believe in all of you! Did someone order some chicken wings? It's a callback to a remember I used chicken wings to defeat a bee? We're gonna wreck this guy. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should just, like, summon a seed guy next to him. It's not great, but, like, then he has to attack it, right? And then, like, finish this idiot off. As a generic name asks, okay, so combat in the beginning of this game was kind of to play a snowball fight as their D&D character. Yes, that's a pretty succinct summary of that. So what are they using to defeat this guy? Snowballs or friendship or don't think too hard about it, probably. So what if, like... I hate this attack so much. It's such nonsense. What's... where would I... There's gotta be a square that I can attack that hits both of them. But there isn't, because the game is super weird about orientation in a game that doesn't actually have facing. Like, if there was facing in this game, this would make sense, but there isn't, and it doesn't. That's not... That doesn't even actually end up being that good, huh? That's frustrating. Eric's other one has, like, magic armor. Yeah, Janie's not really pulling her weight. I don't know if I should, like, try to get her killed. It seems really stupid. I don't think I agree with that, Cat. I mean, it would make sense if there was an implication that the demon was making their powers real, but, like, that would imply that the demon was, like, choosing to do that? Because, like, all we've ever said is that our powers are drawn from friendship. That's the best I got for you. So, like, it doesn't... I don't feel like the game has really suggested that. Okay, so it is treating that as the closest enemy. That's good to know. Probably should have checked that earlier. I'll kill this thing. It's been a real nuisance to me. I'm just gonna let this thing hit her. I'm really sick of trying to work around it, and frankly, JD is, like, not helping much right now. Wait, what does that do now? Does that change his target? Okay, it doesn't. I was going to be incredibly mad if the sequence of enemy actions would have changed the boss's target in a way that I could not predict because there's no turn order. Like, that would have made me, like, intensely upset. Like, again, if there was a game mechanic where I could work around that, it would be my fault for not employing it. But if the game had done that, like, I can't tell you how upset I would have been. That would have been just, like, some absolute, like, rot tier stink garbage. Man, these things all spawn in, like, a bunch of places that suck. Okay, your target is the character with the least health. I can work around that. So, like, I'll, like, pull you in. I think I'm gonna sacrifice Jania just because, like, she's not helping. So I'm gonna try to have her be closest. I'll have her kill something on the way out. I mean, I could summon another Sprout now, which might be good. I can think of worse things to do than this. This is definitely not going the way I thought this fight was going to go. Because again, like, okay, can we just talk about how, like, unfathomably unhelpful it is for the game to be like, yeah, spawning in 0 turns. Every single enemy on the field is spawning in 0 turns. And then it just spawns them in these, like, selective little groups that don't reflect everything summoning on the next possible turn. See, that time it did change his target. Which bothers me less only because, like, I don't care about Jania at this point in this battle. I'm not afraid, I trust in my friends. Here goes nothing. Charge. Sure, that all seems super duper reasonable. I mean, I can kill like a bunch of guys, and that gives me 1 tactics point? That feels really lousy. I mean, it's probably honestly better to have Rogi kill something first in that case. See, it really bums me out how many of these enemies spawn, like, right around his death pit. Like, there's not a lot good you can do about that. Like, I wanted to try and take out these enemies first with Anjaya, but then, like, she immediately got killed in a way that was difficult for me to predict that that would happen. What does your other move do? It's just nothing, right? It's just nothing. So I don't think there's a way that I could get enough tactics points to summon another plant. Which means... Oh yeah, like this, like, melee characters in this game are already, like, heavily disincentivized, despite the fact that, like, half of all characters are melee, at least to some degree. But the fact that it has, like, this swirling death vortex and, like, an immediate kill move if you're anywhere near it, plus it spawns a bunch of its enemies within the instant death range, like, it just doesn't, like, I don't know if I can convey this without seeming salty, but, like, those elements together make it feel like anything tactical you can try to do is just, like, worthless and stupid. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm solving a cool, like, oh man, like, honestly, the last battle felt perfect to me. Like, the first form of the boss, where, like, at first, like, you basically can't deal damage to it, and you know it's gonna summon a bunch of things, and it has this, like, attack that doesn't do a bunch of damage at first, but builds to become more powerful, so you have to be tactical about moving your characters around and addressing all the enemies so you don't get overwhelmed. Like, all of that felt great. That felt like a culmination of, like, all of the things that the game is trying to get me to do the whole time. And then we reach this point where it's, like, the opposite. It's, like, Like, nothing I do matters. This basically feels random. It's frustrating. Every turn feels like it takes forever because I can't employ any familiar strategy to me at all. Like, I really dislike this a lot. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move Trample Guy. And then I'm going to grapple him for 0 damage, and it's gonna ask me if I really want to do that, and I do. And he's still closest, huh? Yeah, that sucks. I honestly think Yin's probably more valuable to me. So maybe I'm just supposed to eat that guy? I got a bunch of tactics points. I can summon a plant next turn. I mean, I guess... Here's the thing. I guess I'm close to beating him, and I don't feel accomplished at all. I feel really bad. No, I didn't... For some reason, I didn't think they'd both be able to, like, kill me there. That's bad. No, I tried! Alright, now I'm angry. Don't think I'll take it easy on you, because you're a demon. Great, we have, like, the worst possible character now. So, is the idea that, like, if you are on a diagonal to the boss, that, like, he can't grapple you? That feels really stupid. Like, I don't like this fight. Okay, I'm gonna try something that I don't know if this works. I don't know how much damage he takes from things dying because I haven't paid attention because there's been so many things to focus on. But, like, if I throw a smoke bomb here and kill both of these, does he die? I accept. I'm just, like, this is this game in a nutshell. It's appropriate to the game in that it reflects my feelings about the rest of the game. Is that was, like, hard and confusing and, like, not challenging, but difficult. And at the end of it, I feel bad about myself instead of feeling like I did a cool thing in a video game. Like, that boss fight perfectly summarizes this game and sucks. But thank you for the scroll. And the Sean. And the people congratulating me in chat for presumably finishing this game finally.
How could you defeat me? You are nothing. You are...
Did we do it? I think it's gone. Can we get some, I don't know, psychic confirmation or something? Rest easy, Tactics Club. I can no longer sense any trace of dark power. Illamauser is indeed gone from our world. And as chat has made perfectly clear at this point, it's not at all clear whatever power we use to defeat him. It's just, I don't know at all. Phew, let's get out of here.
Yeah, this is the sort of cave that always collapses, huh? Catch you later.
Case closed, for real this time. Alicia, you'd make a fine honorary detective. I'll see what I can do once we get our club back. Wait, did she say something about getting our old clubs back? I'd like to stay in this one, if that's okay. Avery's back! We did it, Alicia! As thanks, I was gonna help you find out what kind of animal you were inside, but you've shown me that humans can be pretty cool animals, too. You know what? I actually like that a little bit. I like that, like, small bit of character growth from this individual. You know, one day, I figure I'll finally run into serious trouble from all the crap I pull. I'm really glad it wasn't during this fight against a demon god. Alicia, that thing would have eaten my soul on a platter if it wasn't for you. You're a pretty good friend, I guess. Got a lot of... I got a ways to go before I can say that about myself, but I'll work on it. Thank you, everyone. Hey, wait up! And so peace returned to the campus. Principal Enfield restored all of the school's clubs. Friends were reunited and bygones were bygones. Everyone settled back into favorite pastimes. But not everything was the same as before. Hoping to prevent the demonic feelings of isolation from ever returning, the clubs of Wintermoor began to mix. Practically every student became a member of multiple clubs as they shared their interests and found new common ground. They stopped being just club members and started to truly find themselves as people. At least that's what I think. And so, even though the Tactics Club turned down the honorary title of Ultimate Club in perpetuity, their heroic efforts nevertheless deserve our recognition. That's why the skating rink in the annex will be renamed in their honor to the Tactics Club Honorary Skating Rink. We probably won't repair it, it's still kind of just a hole in the ground. Great, just what I always wanted, my name on a symbol of this fascist strongman's failures. On behalf of our school tactics club, you have our utmost gratitude. A round of applause for Tactics Club. Woo, go Tactics Club! Yes, I suppose they have proven some merit. Okay, admit it. It's a little nice to get appreciated for something. Yeah, I guess it is. To be honest, I'd rather get back to Tactics Club. These past few weeks have given me so many new ideas to try out. Me too. We should talk before the meeting. Maybe we can work out how Anjaya's arc plot carries over into the next campaign. I can't wait. See everyone there. It's the credits! There's supposed to be something to do during the credits. Supposedly. I don't know if it... Oh, God. Oh, no. It's not the credits, is it? Is it the credits? Talk to everyone? Oh, I hate that, though. It's already 9:30 and I hate that. Okay, here's our shortcut. We talk to everyone, but I use my generic, like, robot voice for every single person to be devoid of, emotion or care. My photo of the weird cult demon came out of super blurry and dark. Luckily, I was able to sell it to the Cryptid Conspiracy Monthly. They think it's some kind of vampire pig. Becky P became entangled in Becky R's decade-long quest for vengeance against the man who killed her brother. They never caught him, but they did become closer as a result. Oof. Wow. My gripes about gameplay aside, this game vastly overestimates how much I care about ancillary characters that they've created. Some of them are a little fun, but there's like 40 of them, and by some, I mean like 6. I know everyone already gave an interview, but I'm thinking of doing some longer-form bio pieces on the Tactics Club members. Think you'll have time to talk to the press? Becky R eventually settled down in Georgia, where she became a mother of 3 writing for the local paper. You know, you should really write a memoir, make it as Hollywood-friendly as possible. I've been thinking about it, and it's definitely the most efficient way to monetize the situation. I heard a rumor that Edgar has become like the Phantom of the Opera, but for Wall Street. Alicia, thank you for everything you've done for me. I am still learning how to show others I care. Already, I scrunch up their face while I talk less frequently, so I believe I am on the right track. Kimberly was going to be given a job as an ambassador one way or another, but her hard-learned skills and empathy helped her avoid some serious diplomatic incidents she otherwise definitely would have caused. Hey, chat, do we want to talk to everyone? Do we want to talk to everyone, or do we not want to talk to everyone? Because an achievement in a game that I'm definitely not 100%ing is not so valuable to me that I'm going to burn all this time. So it's whether people actually want to see it. So chat, hit me up. We should talk. We should talk to Kelly. Kelly is chat's favorite. I know this. Oh, hey, Alicia. Guess what? I finally joined the school choir. Don't tell anyone, but I'm secretly planning to leak a bunch of helium at the performance so we all sound like hilarious chipmunks. Kelly succeeded in creating the ultimate practical joke. It was called the Iran-Contra scandal. Alright, this game is like inexplicably set in like 1985 or something. Any other vote? Are there particular characters anyone cares about? Because I feel like out of everyone in the auditorium, it's like Callie. Providing a message for the reward. Well, Angel, you are welcome to use Vasco Ventures, but without including a prompt for me to use my die roller on. I can't really use my die roller. Also, I got a 2. just showing off. That's fair. You are entitled to do that. Well, I mean, I think that we could... I mean, if there's an achievement for talking to everyone, it's probably possible not to do it. So if we want to not talk to everyone, like, I think I could just leave. Is my guess. I'm guessing I could leave. I'm not seeing a lot of enthusiasm, and frankly, I'm a little mad, so... Let's see if we can leave. Yeah, I think it just wanted me to talk to everyone in the auditorium, and it doesn't... I mean, maybe it will show other rooms or whatever. Yeah, these jokes are not particularly good. Is there anyone here we, like, care about a little bit? I don't really care about Bug Girl. Her whole character is that she likes bugs. What about Avery?
You're a rare specimen, Alicia. Don't let this fame change you.
Avery put all their energy into politics, first as an activist, then as an elected official. They never lost their spark, and they're still out there making fiery speeches to fight for the environment and civil rights. It's also weird that they're not all consistently jokes or not jokes.
You don't think it's harder to be a good person when you have vast psychic powers, right?
Handel never did destroy the world with his immense latent power, but it made his life as a high school teacher easier knowing he could.
There will always be evils at work in the world, but they are very small and distant compared to the positivity we feel today.
Scarlet became a social worker who specializes in helping people recover after getting possessed by demons. Yeah, no, I'm not into this. So I go to the annex now, I guess? No? Okay, so I just leave? There's like a bunch of classrooms in this building. You know, I was just thinking about getting back into writing, but maybe I should leave that to the younger generation. After retiring, Principal Enfield eventually reconciled with the other founders of CNC. Though their days of inventing games were over, they still shared many comforting evenings playing together. It's so weird that you would put exactly one character in this classroom. That one's locked for some reason. I'll talk to student council.
Alicia, we both have the ability to change the world, but you've gotten off to quite the head start.
Septavia served a successful term as governor, but didn't run for re-election. Some said it was because she was tired of all the hate and stress, but I hear it was because she was recruited by some kind of secret organization. I found out later that Armando had been cursed to live only until he said his 1,001st word. Within that 1,001, he managed to end 3 wars, raise tens of millions of dollars to combat hunger, and briefly bring opera back to the mainstream. What?
I've got my eye on you, Alicia. I'm expecting great things.
Victoria was eventually hired by the government to monitor all the emails in the country for suspicious activity. She got worried about being replaced by AI, so she had to invent new sorts of crimes that a computer couldn't catch. It's also possible she was messing with me when we last talked. You know I'm gonna check the cat calendar. I assume it's just like find out what happened to the club members, like the end of an 80s movie. Yeah.
Oh, it's a cat calendar. Let's see today's joke. How do cats keep order? With claw enforcement.
I would have said paw in order. The cat calendar remained on the wall until well after the year was over, mostly because the classroom teacher kept forgetting it was back there. Let's start up here. We'll end on Colin.
Oh, good, you're here. Avery said they'd drop by later if that's okay. They're really excited that you created a whole snow leopard race just for them and appreciate all the research you did.
Duncan went on to be Avery's campaign manager when they ran for state senate. A while later, he was briefly imprisoned for eco-terrorism. Since his release, he has enjoyed a steady career as a life coach. The mystery you've crafted around those ensorcelled dorklings is clever, Alicia. But I must figure out the answer so you can write something even more clever. Jania moved out to Portland to support Baphomet. She runs a crystal shop there and is very involved in the psychic community, but she says being a foster mom was her true calling, so they always have at least 3 kids around. Wow, there's a whole lot to unpack there.
You think you can write my character off having separate hell adventures? I feel like just listening to some music today.
Baphomet moved out to Portland with Jania. She bounced around for a while, photographer, model, music journalist, before she hit it big. You know, the other role-playing game, the one about fallen angels that angsty teens and drama kids like? She was one of the original writers. I don't think that timeline makes any kind of sense.
Did you hear? The equestrian club got enough funding to keep a horse on campus. A real live horse. It's only one for all of us to share, but still.
Batu studied sustainable architecture like he'd promised his parents. He decided to go back to Mongolia after the Democratic Revolution. Although his work takes up most of his time, he also consults for museums around Ulaanbaatar on integrating modern and traditional art.
Hey, can you help me convince Colin that it makes total sense for Rogi to have a bomb that exposes how many bribes an official has taken?
Jacob is Banksy. I mean, I get it. I don't think that lands. Hey, you ready to play? Yeah, I'm good. Well, you know what happened to me. I became principal of Wintermoor Academy after Enfield retired. How about that? So that's the whole story.
Wait! So I told you I didn't want to join the writing club because it's too much pressure living up to my mom? And you tell me a story about how amazing she is? How does that help?
Because being in a club doesn't have to define who you are. That's what your mother and I fought for in the end. The reason Wintermoor has clubs is to help students find common ground, not to separate or limit them. You can find your own path, but to do that, you have to start looking.
I get it. I want to try new things and make new friends, but it's hard talking to people. What if they don't like me?
Danielle, if there's anything I want you to take away from the story, it's that your mother's greatest strength has always been her willingness to reach out to others. She was there when students were lonely and they needed a friend, or even when they needed a little nudge into sorting themselves out. That's what makes her writing so amazing even now. She tries her best to understand the people around her and connects with them through her work. If you can summon the courage to reach out, even in ways that seem small, you'll do more than just find friends. You'll help people. Do you think you can do that?
I can try, but what if I fail? What if they just hate me?
You might fail sometimes, but you'll survive and grow, and it'll be worth it when you succeed.
Thanks. I think I'll give it a try.
That's all we can ask. Speed up credits. Oh, wait, hold it. Speed up credits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily think that Alicia and Colin are like a couple. I mean, he's principal of the school that her daughter goes to, right? Like, that could just be the whole connection, frankly. Good night, anime. Oh, you decided to go with Umbreon? Umbreon's a very good evolution. He's 5'7" tall. Haha, still taller than Umbreon. Yeah, they definitely kept in touch. Yeah, I mean, like, they're clearly going for, like, a Breakfast Club, John Hughes style ending there. I don't... I feel... Okay, let's talk about this briefly. I won't be here forever. I'm gonna close the game because I don't want the game anymore. It's gone. The game is gone forever. Goodbye, game. Goodbye, Wintermoor Tactics Club. It's been nice sometimes. So, I already said that I feel like that last boss fight encapsulates all my frustrations with the game mechanically, and I feel like the resolution to the game, the stuff after that boss fight, encapsulates my frustration with the game in terms of its scale. Where I feel like this game would have benefited from just cutting a lot of stuff. I will preface all of this again by saying, I don't hate this game, but I have a lot of problems with this game. And, like, if it was just streamlined, if the game was just simpler and shorter and had fewer characters and kept, like, a central focused plot that doesn't verge from, like, cute conceit to make fantasy into a realistic scenario into... let's literally save the world from a demon with magic, like, I would be a pretty big fan of it, I think. But, like, the game is really unfocused in terms of whether it wants the gameplay or the story to be its central focus, and also what type of gameplay it wants to have, and also what kind of story it wants to have. This is a game that didn't make a lot of hard decisions, and I think suffers greatly from it. Even if it did things that weren't my top choice, I still think that this game would be better off if it committed fully to just, like, any lane. If it just picked a lane and, like, did it. I would still probably have issues with the way it was executed, but I wouldn't have problems with, like, every part of how it was executed. Yeah, more or less, it tried to go both ways and found that it was not Lien and could not do so. And got stuck just sort of, like, doing some cartoonish, like, straddling some canyon with a leg on each side. And, like, not finding any firm footing. Yeah, I don't... It's frustrating in a way that is in keeping with the rest of the game, that I truly thought that, like, we were... Like, I thought we were gonna fix the game at the end. That second to last boss fight was, like, super great. Was, like, the pinnacle of what this game system is capable of doing, I think. And the story up to that point, like, even though it strained credibility an insane amount, like, at least it was coherent and, like, self-consistent. And then in the end, they're like, here's a bunch of gaffes about the 80s. And it's like, you barely touched on the fact that this game was set in the 80s. You didn't earn these gaffes about the 80s. I don't know why you expect me to sit through a tremendous amount of, like, additional dialogue for characters that are barely established, that aren't important, and aren't, for the most part, all that interesting. This game just, like, didn't really understand what it was doing, and I think that stems from not taking a clear direction. I think that's, like, my bottom line. I mean, I've griped a ton about, like, individual elements of the game, but, like, after seeing the whole product, I think that that is my final verdict on the game. Is, like, it just didn't commit, and as a result, every part of the game suffered. And, like, it should have just had the confidence to pick a direction instead of trying everything that it came up with all at once, and just like not saying no to a single idea that was presented at any point in production. Disappointing. I mean, there's lots of things I liked about the game. I really did enjoy some of this late game stuff, especially that second to last boss fight, but in the end, I still feel myself coming away from this game with this kind of like a bad taste in my mouth. Especially that last boss fight was such a profound bummer. Like, it just really encapsulated that bad system where it was like, alright, here's par for every single battle in the game, and we're gonna make you look at it repeatedly, and point and laugh at you if you don't accomplish everything in the perfect way that we say that you should do it. And like, yeah, I mean, I beat that last boss, and it sure didn't feel like I did that, because like, once I beat enough enemies to beat the boss, it just sort of ended. Anyway, yeah, that's Wintermoor Tactics Club, and we didn't have any time for Super Auto Pets, and I'm frankly pretty disappointed about that. So maybe I'll cheat some of that in next weekend when I wasn't planning to do that. I was planning on getting some in this week, and then moving on to other projects. I do want to start playing Pokemon Remake Pearl. The name is irrelevant. Next week, but I think everyone had more or less decided that Saturday worked better for most people, and it is a broadly appealing property, so I'd rather try and get as many people able to watch it as possible. So I'm going to tentatively say that we'll do Super Auto Pass on Friday, because I do want to talk about some options for maybe the way that we play the game, and that would need to be done before we start playing Pokemon. But because I've been playing this game for like 6 million hours, and frankly, this game is just too long in my opinion. Like, part of the scaling back is there's just too much of it. So let's go ahead and find Secret Squirtle. Now, here's the thing. I thought that this would not be a super long chapter, and it turned out to be an especially long chapter. So with that in mind, there are 2 Squirtles hidden on the couch behind me. And if you can find either one of them, well, that still counts as finding a Secret Squirtle and securing yourself some good luck in the week to come. So while I enjoy some of this extremely dark apple juice, because I mean, is it really 100% juice apple when it looks like this? It's unclear. It's really unclear because it's opaque. I'm gonna drink some of this, and anyone who's still alive and awake and cares can guess where the Squirtle is. Good guesses. Under Grogu, under Winnie the Pooh. Wait another moment. Under the narwhal near Yoda. Do you like cheeky upside down narwhal? He didn't really want to sit the other way because he'd be too bottom heavy, so I flipped him over, and now he's doing that. Anyone else? I'll reveal in a second. I don't want to cut people off in my haste to be done with Wintermoor Tactics Club. A game whose tagline is, "Oh, I'm sorry, you wanted X? Here's Z." I really don't think there's anything wrong with the apple juice. It just looks spooky. No, the narwhal friend did not bottom up. Oh, I knocked my pillow over. It fell in the bad place. It just says, I'm here, but I'll refrain from guessing. My hubris giving a non-answer last time I was here gave me some wicked bad luck. But Angel, didn't you correctly guess the Squirtle upon actually guessing? You didn't end up with a cursed mummy statue, did you? Because, like, cursed objects exist, man. That's a cursed mummy. That's a real cursed mummy. Alright. So, I saw... We got narwhal. Let's take out narwhal. It turns out that under upside down narwhal was a vertical narwhal holding him up. Unfortunately, not a Squirtle. So I guess under Winnie the Pooh. And there's something hiding there, but Miss Eva, which is not the Squirtle, for the record. Arcadius had guessed under Grogu, our large baby Yoda. And he does, in fact, continue his streak of being very good at guessing the locations of secret Squirtles, as that was the location of one of the two Squirtles. Any final guesses where that last Squirtle might be, having ruled out some options? Because I prepared two Squirtles, one on the top row, and, spoiler, one on the bottom row. Because I thought if we had to play two games, I could do that. Behind Stegosaurus, behind the Pokeballs. Anyone else? Haggis? Thoughts? Alright, it's the process of elimination. So Arcadius had guessed behind the Pokeball. And hiding in that pile was Dr. Agon, our Dr. Dragon. Mr. Generic Name guessed perhaps behind Brachiosaurus. And that's the location of my very small Sleeping Eevee, as opposed to the very large Sleeping Eevee that I also possess. Under Eeyore was Wall-E. Behind the bread was sort of the location of Eve from earlier, where Winnie the Pooh was sitting. And over here, behind Brown Bear, was second Squirtle. I've made a mess back there. Nobody else has to worry about it. So, no one pinpointed our second Squirtle, but congratulations to Arcadius on finding the first one. Thanks to everybody for watching. I hope that I genuinely hope that you, like me, have found something to enjoy from Wintermoor Tactics Club. Despite the fact that I think overall the game just simply isn't what I want it to be. It comes close a lot of the time, enough of the time to perhaps make it even more frustrating when it fails. I don't think it's a bad game, but I think that it is a game, maybe like a first draft of a game, and like if the developers made a different game, they may have taken some lessons away from this one to make a more cohesive end product. But that'll do it for this week. Like I said, probably some auto pets next week, next Friday, and then we'll start Pokemon on Saturday. In the meantime, enjoy the 3-day weekend for those of you here in the US, as it is President's Day on Monday, which I'm very excited about. Thanks to everybody for being here for all of this. It's been far too long. Thank you for being you, as always, and I hope to see you again soon. Signing off at the end of this extremely long stream, it's me, VascoDaGamer, and we'll have some more fun next week, and hopefully less contentious fun with just random nonsense.